Ted Kaczynski, a brilliant mathematician, had been living a hermit's life in a 10 by 12-foot cabin in the Montana woods.
Uncle Ted talks in my ear.
Anti-technology manifesto.
Uncle Ted talks without fear.
A hooded sweatshirt, sunglasses.
Critiquing the direction this whole society is headed. Uncle Ted talks these ideas worth spreading. We're touching grass and greener pastures, leaving behind the technology disaster. Uncle Ted talks in my ear. Uncle Ted talks crystal clear. Uncle Ted talks.
When it was published in 1995, a man stepped forward to identify his brother as the Unabomber.
Yes, sir. It's happening, Ted's.
Tuesday again.
Ted's Day.
May 12th. It is Ted's Day. I always look forward to Ted's Day.
Taco Ted's Day.
Right.
It is for Ted Steves, anyways. It's always Taco.
Frequently. It is frequently Taco Ted's Day. Frequently.
Does it call your uncle day on Tuesday?
Right. It's funny while listening to the opening song, opening part where they talk about he's in a hooded sweatshirt and sunglasses and how menacing that was back then, pre-mask time, where all of a sudden you could just cover up your whole fucking face and go into a bank. Back then just having a hoodie on was crazy. Like, I can't see you with that hoodie.
Yeah, there was a safe level of paranoia, and on Tuesdays I used to call my uncle, and he'd say, "Alan Marcus, I gotta call you back. I'm in a cornfield." And I found out that meant that there were too many ears around listening, and he wanted to have privacy in the conversation.
Somebody is trying to get your attention there, Ted Allen.
We have a MAC address. That's cool. Dude, you're not getting a dildo, so there's that to consider. The human body having a MAC address. You could Internet of Things connect to it.
No, I wonder why that would be.
That's interesting. Yeah. We also had some UFO files released to a website. I think those are all the same old UFO videos and information that have already been released. But the update to this was that this was vibe coded by LLMs, and it was made more widely available to people in one location.
Also, it had nudes of Stephen Greer.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Does it confirm what we've all been suspecting?
That he's a Ken doll?
Stephen Greer is identical to Alan Rickman in Dogma.
Yeah.
Close encounters are not something that you want to be
He
experiencing.
probably also does the tequila shot and spits it back in the other shot glass also.
Oh,
right.
Would not want to be alone with him in a skiff.
Oh, fuck.
That's for sure.
In skiffs, no one can hear you scream.
Got some interesting information to go over tonight. A couple of pretty interesting subjects. We'll probably start out with Steve here to find out how many times we are on the terrorist watch list.
That is a horrible question. No, man.
Why would we do that?
Right? Gosh. That's
accusations.
Harsh.
We said it. Jeez.
No, ma'am. No, sir. We are not against the taking of anyone's life. That's
right.
It's a shameful thing, especially not on a Tuesday night. We got things to do.
Yeah, you don't do that kind of thing on Taco Tuesdays.
Right. No.
Mhm.
Or Taco Ted's Day.
Yeah.
No, not in the Ted Shack, not in the Ted Shed. This is not the Stabbin' Cabin. I think we've established that before.
Is the chick coming? It must mean Etta, maybe?
I don't know.
The eggs haven't hatched. If they're asking about the turkey eggs, there are more eggs. Don't know how long it's going to take for them to hatch.
About 30 days.
Okay.
Right.
A little longer than that. Little longer. Chickens or turkeys and peacocks take about a full month, where chickens, it's only about 21 days.
But yeah, who doesn't love tacos?
Yeah. Yeah, you eat the tacos.
Tacos are fantastic.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. So I kind of wanted to kick this off a little bit. That we'll pause throughout, but this is my friend Hervoye Morick, who has an excellent podcast called Geopolitics and Empire. And he was interviewing Ice Age farmer, right, who disappeared for quite a while and is now back.
Curtis Stone?
No, Christian something. I can't remember. Westbrook? Christian Westbrook.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And yeah, it's just it's Christian giving just kind of an overview of the digital prison grid that has been constructed, not that anyone's theorizing about, but that has been constructed.
Yeah, what's already in place.
Yeah.
It seems clear we're heading into a totalitarian, technocratic takeover of, well, if you go with theory of everything, then yeah, I do think we have to pull in the spiritual aspects of things. And that's why I started talking more about those things. So yeah, they're clearly constructing a planetary grid that collects perfect data on everything. It wants to be, we can shortcut and call it the beast system because it wants total awareness of everything. That's why there's a digital twin for every person. That's why there are digital IDs for every livestock. If you've read some of my old reports, or they're open about this. I think Business Insider did a piece about the blockchain 5G AI-driven supply chain, where their examples are give you an idea of the fidelity of the resolution that they want on everything physical. And it was we want to put a unique ID on every coffee bean that's harvested and on every piece of a fish, so that as these things transit the supply chain, we know whether the coffee was ethically, sustainably sourced, or if the fish was commingled with other pieces of fish.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment because when I first started doing podcasting and stuff like that, one of my other jobs at the time was as a clerk at a liquor store. Right, the dude who owned it conned me into helping out like a day a week, and then all of a sudden I was doing construction 5 days a week and working at the liquor store 5 days a week and doing the show and doing the Assange. Yeah.
I can vouch. I've been to this liquor store where Steve's working. It was bad.
True.
He used to have like 2 hours a day off.
Yeah. Good times. But one of the things that was happening back in 2019 was the tracking and tracing of everything on the shelf. And one of the things that made liquor sales kind of an ideal job for a particular type of hustler is because you could make deals. Your whole thing as a liquor rep was you basically got a fucking truck and you had to empty it, or you tried to empty it. And so you could
almost more like a conventional salesman.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, so you could make deals with store owners and stuff like that, and and 2019 again, they started to shift over into every last item is, not just like tracked and inventoried and accounted for, but like they want to know all of the different touch points, and they want to know how long it's been at this facility, and they want, all that kind of. So there's no, hey, I'll throw in 3 extra cases of this if you'll take this bullshit off my hand that we both know won't sell. Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah.
but back to Christian here.
Trace the infection.
Always gone.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The track and trace stuff is always going to be the goal. When we look back 6 years when they started talking about it, that's not going to go away. The technology companies are absolutely fighting to get that. As far as like maybe implantables for employees to be able to get in and out of secure doors more easily. That was sort of the reason that they lost their badges all the time. They didn't always have it, or they get up to go to the bathroom too quick, so they'd have to have it in their hand or something. Is this kind of what we're talking about? RFID tags on the meat packages?
Well, I mean, it's, beyond that, it's quite literally implementing digital mapping of every living thing and the soil itself and the grass or the grain that they're eating.
It's pathological.
Yeah.
Like a control freak thing.
I agree.
Ugh.
I agree.
But he's going to say it's philanthropic to do this. It helps people. Prevents them from getting cooties or ickies, or what's that new thing going around? The Hanna-Barbera virus?
You know what? I can't even get the hantavirus. It's got to make its way through the toxoplasmosis, which is my basic shield for everything. So anything else is going to have to overpower the toxoplasmosis before it can even get to me. And in the first place I started seeing this track and tag was in the cannabis industry, where they've got it so crazed with it that they want an accounting for your waste product, even, and how much waste product you had, and where you disposed of that, and all that kind of shit. Like they're trying to make it so literally, if you have 3 pounds of plant material, they know exactly where in the entirety of that 3 pounds went. It's not just the portions that you sold. It's not just the trim that you sold that was or used or whatever that was actually, not your primo product, but something you can make secondary money off of. And then they want to know where your trash went, the whole fucking 9. Like they really think they got some damn say so over what your product is and what you do with your stuff. And been seeing this for years, like even on just a smaller localized level. Like I remember a number of years ago, it used to be that there was a head shop that I would go in, and if you bought enough stuff, he'd just start fucking giving you free stuff to get you to buy more stuff.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden that went to a tracking of what you bought, and you got like $10 off for every $100 or something, and all the coolness went completely out of it. All the way out of it. And they lost business because of it.
Is that where you go to a grocery store and they ask for your phone number so they can ask if you're a rewards member, if you have an account with them, to track everything that you buy so you can save pennies off of an orange juice?
Right. I don't know if anybody's had the misfortune or whatever went into a Whole Foods lately, but we went into one a few weeks ago. And they're like, "Oh, would you like to enter your Amazon Prime?
Yeah,
blah blah blah." Is what? No, what? No, weird. Stop.
Yeah, they asked me that the last time I was in Whole Foods, like 5 months ago or something. 6 months ago. I was actually, it was probably the same fucking Whole Foods you're going to. Because it was when we went down south, because we don't have nothing like that up here, but I will go to Whole Foods because they have got just fresh squeezed orange juice. It's like $14 for a jug, but it is like amazing.
That's fair.
All the oranges from the orange grove squeezed into one glass
Yeah.
of orange juice.
Yep. I mean, it's absolutely fresh squeezed and so fucking good. And I will go into Whole Foods just for a couple jugs of that if I have the money and I'm around a Whole Foods.
So long as they continue to allow cash transactions, I go to the register and just put cash there and keep your hand on it, so you know I'm paying with cash today, cash only. Any questions they ask, cash payment only. Not making friendly eye contact with them, not signing up, not getting a credit card to save 10% off my purchase today or whatever the deal is. Don't want any Kohl's cash. The
Did you say
program.
Kohl's cash?
Yeah, Kohl's, KOHL.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Cash is definitely being made obsolete. It's we have all seen it since 2020. There was so many stores that just refused to take cash, and even since then, a lot of them discourage cash.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's jump back into this a little bit.
The philanthropic for your safety rules on top. So, but that gives you an idea of the extent to which they want to track every resource and every person on the planet so that they can then control it. Stepping back from that, and I think actually Matthias Desmet, in his Psychology of Totalitarianism, did a pretty good diagnosis in terms of this kind of a thing, whatever manifestation it actually takes, that just saying when you have a mechanistic view of reality, right? When you think this is solid and we're just brains in meat suits and we're just all trying to get along, then you're afraid because your environment is a scary place. And so you try and take control of it. And the more you try and control, ultimately that mindset, that whole failed worldview is inevitably leads you to this kind of a totalitarian technocratic thing where you control everything, right?
Yeah, the mechanistic worldview connecting to the supply chain where A is followed by B is followed by C and everything is planned out. There's no room for error or mysticism or accidents or creativity or the human, no room for the human.
No, but you've hit that magic word, interoperability, which allows for all of the tracking and tracing across what are currently considered international borders or state borders or anything like that. Allows for every, piece of spyware to talk to every other piece of spyware and allow for anybody with access to that and to have all of that information at once.
Well, and what this really does too is it's really kind of insane because it's tracking products like it's theirs. Like this is, every time that things are purchased by, moved through a middleman, purchased by the end consumer, once you sold your thing, it's not your thing any fucking more. Like literally, this is taking that entire concept out of it, and everything is theirs from start to finish. Damn it, cute.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it is about removing the concept of ownership. So that tracks.
Yeah, and how long before? What the hell was that? Remember that movie that came out? Probably shit. It's probably been 10 years now. Where you rented, like, say your heart went bad, so you rented a heart, and if you miss the payments, they just come and repossess that motherfucker.
Repo the Genetic Opera. Is that the name of the movie? Or was it Repo Man?
It might have been Repo Man. I don't remember. I didn't actually see the movie, but I saw the commercials for it, and I was like, wow.
Was Paris Hilton in the movie?
Medea goes to a Dubai clinic.
Oh.
Um,
These are not your kidneys.
Right.
Could you possibly imagine that? And it's at that point, are they even gonna, because so many companies now are acting like they still own the product. Like you look at video games. From what I understand, one of the biggest problems with video games at this point is you buy the video game and it's still not your fucking game. Like, you still need to pay a subscription to even play the damn thing. Like, they own it the whole time.
Yeah, you're paying for the access to the game to play, and the constant updates are the service provided to you. So by signing into the game, you're agreeing to the contract that you are participating in the games as a service. And if any loss occurs of the items in the game and blah, 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 you're signing a whole financial sort of contract with a games company. It's just not the same. It's not even World of Warcraft level of participation. We can get into the failed meta verse that they were working on that never worked out. This blockchain thing, this supply chain thing. They're not. Is
that when they were trying to sell digital property and land and all that shit and make digital towns? Like, what the fuck? And people were actually investing in that. Basically, that shit was about as bright as those digital paintings that people were selling.
The Nifties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tim Dillon had a good bit about that over the weekend. I'll drop it in the chat for later. I think we'll get a little bit. I don't know if we get in trouble for that or not. I don't know.
Everything is just the general rule. We get in trouble for everything.
Right. Anyway.
So if you map it out over long enough time, from a child trying to control just the basics around them to then like a full-fledged possessed by this fear and this mechanistic worldview, which is what I think is true of the elites or the technocrats or whatever name we want to give them, then yeah, that's what it looks like when it is in full throttle, trying to take over every coffee bean and piece of fish and person on the planet so that everything can be controlled. Alex Karp, even the CEO of Palantir, got up and said, we're in a scary world, and I'm not going to feel safe until my enemies wake up scared. And I thought that was an amazing admission of exactly this kind of a diagnosis, where if you are trapped in a mechanistic reality thinking, then that's where you end up. And so that's why I think when you say, what's the theory of everything? I don't think that we can fight this, certainly like by voting our way out of it or by going out and petitioning. These things just don't seem to be helpful. And if anything, like we said, they empower the system. I think what's happening is that we're experiencing, I call it the Omni crisis, where there's a collapse across so many different vectors at the same time, and not just like man level systems, like also the magnetosphere dropping off and other cosmic influences that are seemingly outside of our control. All of these things converging at the same time seems to me to be reality is giving us collectively the signal that, hey, you missed the boat, right?
Did I just hear him saying Ragnarok's coming? Pink hand wave. I haven't seen you in the live chats for a while, Christy.
I don't know if he used those exact words, Ben. I don't. But something like that.
Alex Karp with a K.
He might not know the word Ragnarok, but he definitely said it's coming.
The Omni crisis convergence. Is that Kali Yuga?
I don't know if that's what the Kali Yuga is. Is it? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Isn't the Kali Yuga just that's more of a cyclical thing instead of instead of an event ending item.
She's an exotic dancer.
Yes, definitely that. Yeah, with the syphilis.
Mm-hmm.
Get up. Come on, get down with the syphilis.
Got to get up to get down. I just want to clown on the Karp guy for a while. Karp with a K, giving Karp with a C a bad name. They're a kind of a fish, kind of a fishy thing. This Alex Karp guy, though, people keep saying just to look at his mouth and his teeth when he speaks, and
got dolphin teeth,
and see if this is someone who we want to be taking advice from.
No, he's a twitchy, crazy person who's completely out of his mind, paranoid, who's walked around with personal security for the last 20 years because he's convinced people are going to throw him out of his office window. These are his own words. And he's very scared of that. Oh, shit, you rock. Thank you.
I do believe that people would want to throw him out of the window the way he's leading them. They're probably very angry with him.
He also fantasizes about drones dropping fentanyl-laced urine on his enemies.
Okay. Sure.
Like, and he fantasizes about this publicly in front of people at conferences and stuff like that.
Projecting his fetishes out into the world. Okay.
He wants to send out drones with bags of urine on it to drop on people.
But okay, hang on. Let me go. I'll grab this. Not just urine, fentanyl laced urine.
Like, does that somehow make it worse?
It kills them. So you get the last thing you remember before you die is your piss shower.
Hold on. So if one of the fucking crazed homeless down here happens to piss on the back of my leg or something, it's gonna kill me?
Well, no, but if you got bombed with it and it coated you and there was enough fentanyl in it that had time to absorb, then yeah, I think it would do some significant damage.
Well, I know that if I got bombed by piss, the first thing I would do is let it soak in. That is what would happen.
I mean, you know, let's say you're nowhere near. Anyway, here, just listen to this crazy idiot, dude.
You need a higher purpose, and I also think you often need a lower purpose. Like
what?
For me,
what's a lower purpose?
Well, I love the idea of getting a drone and having light fentanyl laced urine spraying on analysts who tried to screw us. So that's my lower purpose.
Okay.
And applause line. So yeah, the setup is, sure, people might need a higher purpose, but I think we need a lower purpose too. And the way that he says drone makes me want to go and find my lower purpose.
Yeah, that's all bad. We don't need lower purposes. We already have those.
Right.
That's something that you learn to have self-control about and not do those things.
That's what I thought. But no, when you are a literal Bond villain, CEO, megalomaniacal paranoiac, it's probably a different view from the mountain.
How fucking high up does that guy's pant legs need to go?
Just checking out his socks.
He's like Dr. Evil. He's like Dr. Evil as a child, Ben. He has his balls ritualistically shaven by a Zoroastrian monk. And so the high water pants are because when he sits down, he needs the denim to just kind of grip and pull on his shorn scrotum.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy looks like he's damn near wearing capris there. And his hair looks like he stuck his finger in a light socket. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
2 cones of hair going out of the left and the right side of his head, like Krusty the Clown. Did the Simpsons predict this character?
Really
hey kids, I facilitate genocide.
Jimmy Neutron, but old.
Jimmy Neutron. I can see that.
Sup, Toasty?
All
That's
right,
fucking hilarious.
Let's let Alex finish talking here. Remember, he just said that this is for analysts who print negative things about them.
And he said lightly traced fentanyl. Like, so he doesn't want them to OD off the fentanyl. Apparently, I don't know what the deal is.
No, he just wants them to he wants to really slow down that trip to the shower to wash off the piss. That's
isn't this what old school drug dealers did, where they just gave you a little taste of something and hoped you wanted more later?
First one's free, kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty soon everybody's paying for fucking fentanyl piss showers.
Right.
They start going down to they start going to all these towns on the coast and fucking snatching up these fucking homeless so they could take and milk them for their pee.
All the Dubai homeless party, or all the Dubai toilet parties now incorporate like a homeless roundup.
Yeah.
And they like squeeze and or juice the homeless for their fentanyl. Their fentanyl wee.
Oh fuck.
Right. Right.
That fix
changes a whole meaning of a wee bit of fentanyl. Really does.
That's true. That's true.
All right. Let's get back to this psycho.
Yeah, and others. But the higher purpose for me was to get this nation to be the preeminent power in the world, because whatever faults we have, they're nothing like anyone else's.
That's yeah. Okay. That's the psychopathy of Alex Karp. Just a glimpse.
Why do we need to be the preeminent power in the world? Because we have less power.
My lower purpose, says Alex Karp, is that I want to drop fentanyl-soaked laced urine on my enemies. My higher purpose is putting the entire planet under a digital prison grid so that we can have total technocratic supremacy over every square inch of the earth. That's my higher purpose, says Alex Karp.
The golden showers, fentanyl laced. Could we get a song in the vein of the Blitzkrieg Bop that could play while that's happening? Maybe that could be his higher purpose in all of this, is to inspire artists to create some art based off of his psycho tendencies.
Does this mean that the Fenny hookers are going to start getting a premium price for their golden showers? Like, are you on the Fenny? Hey, just cocaine? No, don't be. I don't want no cocaine pee, Fenny pee.
Not sure the answer to that. It does remind me of a scam going around where people are prepaying to go to certain massage parlors, and if they prepay, then they get the what is it called, a happy ending. But when they go to the massage parlor and they mention that they prepaid for it, they have no record of them prepaying. I think we could maybe make some money off of that.
Interesting. And it's also interesting that he would do that, because actually if you put human fluids on somebody, that is a crime. Like that was one of the, like, if you throw juice or rotten milk or whatever on somebody, that's fine. Any kind of bodily fluids, that's actual assault. That changes the whole game.
Assault. And where does the battery come in?
But somehow not a hate crime, and somehow carries less of a sentence than making a mean tweet about a particular group of people.
Yeah. Well, they already have issues because their hats are very small.
Right.
So it gives them a complex.
So they could deflect less pee. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have a proper brim on their hats or nothing.
No,
see, I feel like I should
installed.
I feel like I should go to Mark Normand for this.
So once they get this nice grid set up, they will obviously start noticing which ones of us don't fit in. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is kind of the same.
With
Let
their
me-
data analytics.
let me derail this conversation entirely, and then we can get back to it. I know that's
It's your turn to be the derailer this
I was
week.
gonna say, and I know that's normally not my job, but here's Mark Norman.
Actually got caught going to a strip club recently by my wife. Yeah, I don't know how she caught me. I only talked about it on 4 podcasts. And I'm not a strip club guy, but it was a bachelor party. I had to go, but she was upset. She was like, "What do you like, looking at tits and ass?" I was like, "No, it's just kind of fun giving a woman money and have her appreciate it." Oh, yeah. Some beautiful women there, though, I got to say. Black women, that's my weakness. That's my number one. I was staring at this beautiful black dancer. She caught me looking. She walked right up to me. She goes, $20. You can touch whatever you want. I go, I'm not falling for that. She goes, $20. Touch anything. All right. I gave her $20. I touched her hair. They kicked me out. I know. What the hell? Wasn't even hers. Oh, yeah. She was pissed. She took a swing at me. Hi, Bob. She weaved. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I know racial stuff is touchy, but I'm not gay. Do like the ladies. Big fan of the old labia. Yeah. Majora and menorah for the Jews. Yeah. But now I'm married. My wife, she is not Jewish, but we were having a good roll in the hay the other night. Slipped out, went to the bee-hole for a second, and she was none too pleased. She was like, "Show's over. That's it." I was like, "Damn, why the hell are those two so close?" That feels wrong. They're like an inch of flesh separating the two. Those should be further apart, right? One should be on the shoulder, one should be on the knee. Yeah? Let them breathe a little. It's like two arch enemies that have been right next door to each other. It's basically Israel and Palestine, right there. You know? Just one little Gaza Strip separating it, and the butthole's definitely Palestine, because I'd love to visit one day, but you got to be careful, right? It can get a little hairy, you know? And the vagina is clearly Israel, because I'll go anytime, even during bloodshed. All right.
I see.
Mark
Now,
Norman.
Okay.
now it all makes sense. This was the part of the show where Steve gets the show hit.
So this is
No, it's not even a
that-
special. It's just shit he put out on the internet.
so
like
this
this
is
is-
the
Now we're on brand. Now
This-
we're on brand. The
this is-
derailing was a little weird, but as long as it got us a strike,
I
then
don't. I
it's
don't.
on brand.
I'd be surprised.
so Mark Norman is the comedian and Alex Karp is nervous.
You
They're
remember-
trying to get laughs.
You remember that
Yeah.
one time you guaranteed us that we weren't going to get hit because it was actually your son's uncle and from your ex-in-law, and it wasn't even done through a studio nor copyrighted, and we still got hit for
God damn it.
it.
It's part of the recognition of everything, tracking and tracing all of the sounds and all the streams.
Which we
I
knew
don't
that
know.
was happening years ago. Remember
Yeah.
when Beth Martin's went on Freeman Fly went on Beth Martin's show,
Mm-hmm.
and Beth says something about being on YouTube, and Freeman's face immediately looked like he just got mooned or something. Like,
Uh-oh.
we're on
Yeah.
YouTube, and then her stream ended and her channel disappeared.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, good times.
I
And for
remember
that reason,
back
and for
when
that reason, I am building the audio archives. So if old Uncle Ted Talks episodes go missing, well, we'll have them. We'll have access to them.
let's see. Here, so, well, there's been a lot of discussion about data centers, but not enough. What do you call it? Fire bombings.
Stop.
Sugar in the concrete.
But
How do you make concrete not settle properly?
well, there's lots of ways. So
Okay.
yeah, sugar is definitely one. before I hang on just a second before I get into this.
29 million
Are
gallons of
they
water.
buying all the water from Nestle?
Right. So one of these data centers secretly grabbed 29 million gallons of water over 15 months before they got detected by residents complaining about low water pressure. And the officials of the town refused to fine the builders of the massive 6.2 million square foot facility over the unauthorized use.
So this explains the golden showers. We're going to need it to come from above because the water pressure is going to be low on everybody's bathroom.
That's a weird way to put that. Like, why are they saying the builders?
Right. Well, because the builders are the ones that I would imagine, I haven't read it yet. The builders are the ones that tapped into whatever water source to siphon it illegally.
Oh, so they're blaming it on the people that the construction workers, because it can't possibly be these fuckers' fault.
Right.
Data
center campus 20 miles south of Atlanta had been drawing roughly 29 million gallons of water through 2 water connections the county didn't know existed. Dude, Ben, if you fucking fart too many times on a Saturday afternoon, the county is up your ass.
Well, and the funny thing about this is Steve and I, at the very least, have worked fairly extensive construction. And if you've worked in construction, the thing that happens is you go ahead and you lay these pipes out, you connect them, and you get everything done up, and then you put them through pressure tests and all this other stuff. And then the county, you have to pay this dude from the county to come in and inspect the entire thing to make sure every inch to make sure that it's done right. And so when you're telling me the county did not know that these connections had happened, I'm having a real hard fucking time buying that story, considering,
Look, I will admit, I have not worked construction in Fayette County, Georgia. They could be a little fast and loose with, inspections there, but I got a buddy who, has done inspections in the state of Arkansas. They're pretty rigorous about it there. We're talking about 20 miles south of Atlanta. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar project. The amount of water line that you'd have to run in order to grab not one, but 2 different locations to siphon water from, amount of equipment necessary and places you'd have to dig in order to lay that. Come on. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed.
Once again, to be clear, those trenches that they're going to lay the pipes in, the inspectors literally go along and inspect how deep that is. So you have to leave it open. You can't enclose it and say, nah, that pipe went over here, man. No, you have to leave the trench open with the pipe in it so the inspector can come along, make sure you're deep enough, make sure you aren't crossing certain things, the whole 9.
Over by where we go, Gomez, there's a community pool for the apartment complex or condos there. They were just putting in a new pump system. They had to drop new line. They had to dig up a little bit in the little roundabout that takes you to different points of the neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. And man, for days, open and exposed concrete, all of it, sectioned off and stuff like that, because they were waiting on an inspection for what amounted to, I don't know, of cut up concrete, 35 feet max, 40 feet. Yeah. Okay. But for a data center, sure. They got 29 million gallons and they laid the infrastructure to take it. But
which isn't your garden hose.
Right.
Do they not have a water meter
California
connected?
gets put under water restriction all the fucking time. Do you think the data centers are going to get put under the same water restrictions? Fuck no. How many years of our lives did we have these freaking clowns screaming in our face, doom and gloom about climate change and all that stuff? And oh, you need to embrace the technology because that's the green revolution. And then the green revolution sucks every town dry of the water and freaking destroys all of the wildlife around it, drives everybody out of their home because of freaking noise and light pollution at night and stuff like that. That's your green revolution, you freaking liars. Okay, boy, they shut up about climate change pretty fast, huh? Last couple of years. You're muted, sir. Ted Bennington.
The climate
That's why they
change is
sent
coming
Greta
from the
off
construction site.
on the flotilla.
Yeah.
They sent Greta off on that because they didn't want to hear about it no more. They're like,
Oh, Thunberg?
yeah, like here the small hats can have her.
They're like, Greta, go bang the fucking Amazon union guy. Do that. Get involved in a sex scandal on the high seas. That'll take the heat off of us using you as a climate change weapon for 5 years.
The young woman with the almost Viking looking braids that she was wearing.
That was absolutely not Viking braids. Absolutely.
Haven't you been watching them?
I realize that she's Swedish.
She was like the Pippi Longstocking job.
The NFL team. That's a reference to the NFL team. I don't know that they're doing so well.
Well, you know why? You know why Iowa doesn't have an NFL team, right, Ted Allen?
I don't.
Well, if Iowa had one, Minnesota would want one too.
Oh,
yeah.
It's only fair that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Project Excalibur. Let's go.
So yeah, let's check this out here a little bit. Quality Technology Services, the Blackstone-owned developer behind the 615-acre Fayetteville campus, owed $147,474 in retroactive charges. That's not a lot of money for 29 million gallons of water. 150 grand.
I'm unaware.
That's not a whole lot of money for a Blackstone-owned developer.
Certainly not, dude. They make that in like 15 seconds. But the county didn't fine them. Let's see. 13 buildings, 6.2 million square feet. Plans for up to 16 buildings. QTS has said it expects to invest up to $1 billion in the project, which began construction in 2023 and isn't expected to be completed for another 3 to 5 years. So how much more water are they going to be stealing in that 3 to 5 years?
This is also they can mix concrete.
Yeah. Hey, look, it takes a lot of concrete to build out a complex this big. We had to
hold on. They're saying that it took that much water just to fucking do the construction.
Right. It's not like they had trucks come out that were mixing on the way to pour, Ben. No, they went and they had all of the sand dropped off, all of the fucking Portland type 2. They had fucking pea gravel and of course, wouldn't you? I mean, why wouldn't you have fucking people mixing that shit by hand? You know, you could sure hire a fucking fleet of concrete trucks, cement trucks to come out and pour like every other large project. But I guess they didn't do that.
That would bring a lot of attention to a large construction site that people are not really happy about.
So, yeah, they just had a fucking team of Jose's and Hose B's out there fucking mixing that concrete. They needed a lot of water for it.
Are Jose's A's and B's getting hosed down on the work site? Is that
they're
where all the water's going?
They're getting hosed in terms of pay, that's for sure. Yeah.
Some discrepancies here for sure.
Okay. Sure. What else you got? Dust control and site preparation. Okay, sure. Company markets a closed loop cooling system for its data centers, which recirculates the same water rather than drawing from the municipal supply. Once operational, the facilities would only require water for domestic needs. Blah blah blah. Right. Let's see. The county's water system director, Vanessa Tigert, attributed the oversight to a procedural error during the county's transition to a cloud-based metering system.
Clouds are where rain comes from, right?
They threw
Where
the
the water
IT
comes
guys
from?
under the bus. Yes, clouds are where rain comes from.
Well, no, you're throwing everybody under the bus because at first they didn't know that these construction guys had hooked up to this, so that's their fault. Now it's the metering, so it's their fault. Like it's definitely anybody's fault, but the fucking data center's fault. Anybody else's though, open fucking game.
I thought all this technology was supposed to close all these gaps in human error and make it so that there would be no questions about where the supplies are going, the water's going, the money's going, the workers are going.
No, instead they're blaming it on lack of staff too. So we've gone from construction to cloud to we don't have enough guys. And they don't even know how long they were stealing the water. Maybe 9 months, maybe 15 months. Who knows? Really, who knows? But despite all of this, the county goes, you know what, man? They're our largest customer here. So we're going to let bygones be bygones. It's just $150K. No biggie.
It's called customer service, Steve. Customer service. Never mind that they'll cut off a fucking single mom with a couple kids.
I was gonna say, dude,
that just can't pay her fucking bill. That was probably $300. The $150,000, let that go. Let that go.
As far as I know, Hunter Biden is still like in open sort of litigation and settlement for a house that he lived in where the rent was like 60 grand a month and he didn't pay. Right. And he never paid. And he kept the address for like a year and a half and just kept telling him, oh, it must be something with my accountants. I don't know. I'll have them call you.
My credit's good. Trust me, bro.
Right? Oh, there's Ted Gemsworthy.
The check is in the mail.
Hello. What's up, fellers?
Have you left your water running, Mr. Gemsworthy?
I did about 2 days ago. I left the hose on, but it had a sprayer on it. Then the hose broke and it created the hugest lake at my shop. I had to call the city.
Got to be more mindful of unattended hose.
Yeah, seriously. I've been locking those bitches up. But yeah, they said I was like, I don't want to pay for this. It leaked. We had a hose break. And they're like, oh, well, I'm like, you only get one a year. It's like, all right.
One leaky
You only
hose a
get
year.
one a year?
Yeah, where they don't charge you for it. So
okay.
Well, and whether it's a couple, $100 or 150,000, you get one.
Right.
One. Yeah.
Right.
It was probably like $300 or $400 because it was a lot of water. What happened? What did I miss?
Oh, well, a data center in Georgia stole like 30 million gallons of water, and then they got caught. And because they're the data center in town, the county decided that they weren't going to fine them or anything like that. They were just going to let all of the residents fucking eat it.
Oh,
it's called customer service. It says so in their statement. They're like, duh, people. It's called customer service.
Cunt bags.
So the county has since voted to ban new data centers.
Oh, good.
Okay. So no more data centers. We've already got one, and one is enough for us.
Now the the cute addendum to this is that it's in Georgia, and Georgia Power has been using eminent domain to just take over entire communities to put in data centers. So this is kind of, okay, well, great. You can vote to ban them, but if Georgia Power or the federal government says that they need to upgrade the lines or it's a matter of national security, get out now. Pack, you have 30 minutes, go.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate eminent domain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the thing is they offer you a fraction of what your stuff is worth when they're going to use it. And then if you tell them no, then they're going to come back and take it and give you nothing. So you either get to take a shit price and get screwed or get nothing. It's one option or the other. You're not going to get a third option here.
Yeah, there's a farmer here, and he was in a fight over eminent domain because they were putting in like might have been internet like through the valley. Like it was a very small town. The guy had lived there for his whole life, and he was like, you know, in his 70s or 80s. And they're like, we want to go right through the middle of your field and put some utility stuff. And he's like, no, fuck you. I'm not going to let you do it. And then he like battled them, and they ended up doing it anyway. And so after that, he just got all the junk that he could find, any junk that anybody had, and he piled it up over the top of the line. So he's got this like fence of garbage and like, you know, old like tractors and all kinds of stuff like piled up 20 feet tall, and it runs through the whole property. He's like, by damn, if they're going to take this from me, then I'm going to make it really hard for them to get in and service it. You know, if anything goes wrong. So I always commend the guy when I drive by. I'm like, I love you,
some
man.
junkyard dogs, some poison ivy plants. There's ways of making it difficult. Nature finds a way.
Always does.
It's really no different than the way things have always been, though, to be honest. I mean, when they were running the train tracks, they had no problems burning down farms and killing off homesteaders to try and run their tracks through. It doesn't matter what the government does. They're like, you're in our way? Well, you're not important. You're dead.
Yeah. They're still doing it.
You thought you had a say?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No.
Are these data centers competing to be the new sort of railroads and utilities on the Monopoly board game?
It's the everything. It's it's all of it rolled up into one.
Well, and obviously you can see the not only, I already knew this years ago that they're actually working on rebuilding train track systems in the country. And obviously with the price of fuel and everything, semis are quickly becoming something you can't afford to fucking run your product down the road on. So trains is going to be the obvious option in this. And that's interesting.
It was auto
their electric fleet that they're trying to mass produce.
Yeah.
They're not there yet, but they'll be there in another 3-4 years, something like that.
Yeah,
it'll just take. We'll go back to the days of you order a part from the Sears and Roebuck, and 3.5 weeks later it shows up.
Yeah,
and then it takes you 2 days to get down to the depot in order to pick it up, and another 2 days to get back.
Well, ain't this town a
maybe you can pick
geographical
up some
oddity?
sorghum and some opium while you're out.
Oh yeah, some Dapper Dan.
I used that line when I was stuck in Wyoming because I was in this shit ass fucking abandoned coal town in Wyoming, and every auto part that I ordered, no matter which direction it came from, was over a week out. And I was like, well, isn't this a geographical anomaly?
Fucking what? At some point, does it switch over to wagon train? Do the Pinkertons escort it? Do we fucking? Is the original Wells and Fargo responsible for the delivery?
Remember Toontown and Roger Rabbit?
Oh, I thought you meant Toontown in Texas at fucking
Is that
old Mad King George's place, the fucking Ren Fair there in Or Conroe Lake. Anyway, yeah, no, aren't they rebooting Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, really?
Are they
thought I heard
reframing? You're saying they're reframing Roger Rabbit?
Yes, yeah, he's being stitched up again. He is.
Oh, cool.
They
I
do
don't
Well, that's
know,
what
man.
it, what it was
Hobby
about,
Lobby?
essentially. Like
I don't
the
know.
whole
Maybe that
town
was
of-
somebody in the chat talking shit in my chat talking shit a while ago. I don't know.
Let's ask
So in
AI
Who
about
Framed
that
Roger
later.
Rabbit, the whole town of Los Angeles, you could get anywhere in the whole town on the public transportation system. They had trains that ran everywhere, and it's basically like L.A. Was like that about 100 years ago. But then the cabal of auto manufacturing and oil companies and tire manufacturing, they all got together and bought up all the train companies and just put them out of business. They made
Trolleys, not trains, trolleys.
trolleys. Yes, when they bought up
they
the
ended up getting
buses,
sued by the government for it, but it didn't fucking matter.
it didn't matter.
The San Francisco treat. Eminent chow mein with a little bit of chop suey. That might help fight back. We just need to learn kung fu and bring in the ninjas.
Don't
The
say the
ninjas
N-word.
would help.
Would it? Yeah, I mean, maybe. As long as you're not using this lady to summon the ninjas, I think we'll be okay. However, it could get bad.
Could I still use Vanilla Ice to do it though? Go ninja, go.
You have to show up to Mar-a-Lago for that. But again, you using this lady, bad idea.
Oh, it's a great idea.
I want to be ninja.
I want her to be ninja.
I want to be ninja. I want to chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja. I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural, that's matter factual. I learned to chop your heart. I fight with credit card.
Is that an Asian lady in the front?
It's like
Yeah,
three
it's front
Asians.
row.
There's a couple behind her too, and they're just the looks on these ladies' faces are great.
I
dude.
use my nunchucks even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja
She
shot.
uses her nunchucks even while feeding ducks.
That's because occasionally when you're feeding the ducks, geese will also come up and they're fucking mean. And you,
You
got a
are
nunchuck.
correct, sir, and that is why you have to be proficient in the ninja arts if you're out there feeding ducks.
To clarify, a nunchuck is more Catholic. Numb chuck is more like a Linkin Park song title.
Nunchuck.
Numchuck.
Nunchucks.
But yeah. She is a dedicated practitioner.
I'd
She
vote
out
for
there.
her.
The fucking no
She-
Canada Goose. No.
She'd be a great
Get out of here.
great county commissioner material here.
Oh, dude, she runs every HOA in a 15-mile square radius. She is the final boss of the HOA.
She's got time to gym, tan, and do her laundry and check your tax returns.
Is this an old video of Erica Kirk's mom?
This is not Erica Kirk's mom. No, Erica Kirk's mom is the blonde there with the very shiny earrings.
I just see a leather bag with legs.
Also very far. I do karate moves with a go-go woo.
Look at the face of the Asian lady.
Very polite.
Stoic, one might say.
Yes. Classic.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Great moments in interwebs history.
See, at my house, it's not the geese you got to beat off; it's the peacocks.
That'll get
You have to beat off the cocks, Ben.
that'll get it.
Peacocks.
Yeah.
That will get clipped. That's quotable.
Nonstop beating off the cocks.
Yeah.
Balderson Farm.
Are we talking sports?
Yesterday, I was fixing the fucking water line, and Henry would not leave me the fuck alone. I had to walk him almost up to the cure. Like, you son of a bitch. Just get away from me.
Her thong tastes like spicy number 2. Her thong tastes like sour and sour pork.
It's about to taste like pickleball season over here.
Right.
The Vlasic Classic pickleball.
Coconut oil prawn.
The dill pickle flavored corn puffs.
You're a very, very disturbed man.
Pickleball season. Pick them up now.
It's always pickleball season.
We haven't been running enough sponsorships throughout the show.
It's true.
That's true.
That's a fair point.
I got a sponsorship offer for the show.
Beautiful. Say yes, and then
I gotta pick. If I say yes, I gotta pick a product that they send.
Are we?
Is it nipple clamps?
Are we doing on-air production meetings now? I'm for it. That's how I've done Slow News Day for 8 years, 9 years, however long it's been.
Yeah. Then if everybody starts complaining, you just don't do that thing.
Right?
Yeah, I think it was Black Forest something.
Black Forest something.
There's a meat makers.
When I looked at it, it's definitely like a men's product line.
The makers of the ham sold at Subway stores.
No, the people that want to sponsor want to sponsor the show.
We do have to pay our water utilities bill somehow.
Yeah.
We have to pay our sunglasses bill too.
That's true.
We're so deficient on our sunglass fund. Ted Bennington doesn't have his tonight.
Mine are out in the car because my sunglasses are actually prescription, and I had to use them to drive to drop Christy off, and I forgot to bring them in.
Shame on you.
Yeah, because I cannot see to drive, and I've only got my clear glasses up here. Because apparently, whenever I got out of the car, it must have been dark, so I switched over to my clears and left my sunglasses in the car. I cannot see to.
Mine were in the hallway until like right seconds before we went live.
Yeah, I wore mine home after the last show. Well, upstairs. Wore them upstairs. From the cabin to my my Ted shack where I lay my head.
Do you take
Black Forest supplements?
Okay.
It looked like it was mostly like men's type supplements. One's geared toward men.
Do they sell a beard oil? Because that might be nice.
Right.
A good beard oil is hard to find. I mean, a really, really good beard oil.
Yeah, I agree. Christy likes it when I get the cedar smelling one. There's one that Dr. Squatch, I think, or something like that, sells a cedar one. Yeah, this Black Forest says the store for men ready to evolve.
Okay. The best beard oil I've ever had is like mid-grade dabs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we have a guy that does the live fresh frozen because he just loves the way the live smells, and he doesn't even smoke, and he puts some in his mustache so he can just smell it.
No, but seriously, I mean, I've used like mid-grade dabs as like beard and mustache wax, and it's phenomenal. I bet if you took like 30% of that and like some beeswax and then a couple of different oils, you could get it to a consistency that would be lovely.
Yeah, it's got to be mid-grade because then it stays runny. You don't want it to recrystallize on your beard. Well, of course, then if you did, it could work out because then you could like get desperate and just start smoking beard hair.
If you oil your beard and your Tucker Carlson, she slides right off the couch. That is true. That is true.
I do not see any beard oil on here. They have supercharged cocoa, NMN, whatever that is.
It's Minnesota. NMN.
And N comes first.
NMN. That's New Minnesota.
Yeah. Longevity coffee, serious creatine as opposed to silly creatine. Spike detox, sleepy coat.
Ask them figure out what they want, because I'll do hilarious ad reads for this company. Like, I have my own.
We gotta pick a product. We gotta pick
show.
a product to order first, and then apparently we try the product and then talk about it. I don't fucking know.
Oh, that's a scam.
Is it
buy
free?
the product first?
No, you don't gotta buy it. You gotta pick it.
Yeah. I'm fucking around, Ben. I'm fucking around.
Yeah. If you send fucking $200, you can go check out your rental property that you're sharing with other people for the year, and you just got to pay. And also if you send $400, you can free the Shah of Iran, and his bank account will
covered. We covered like the cherry on top of ongoing reporting on the Trump phone saga.
Oh, yes.
Where they for their like last round of Trump phone, they took $100 deposit from nearly 60,000 people.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Run the math on that. They've yet to deliver a single product. And me and Ryan Christian, Last American Vagabond, did a bunch of stuff on this over the last couple of years. Where like the phone in and of itself was total bullshit, and it was supposed to be a privacy phone and American made, and it was like all Chinese parts, and it was at first sort of Chinese or American assembled, but then it was all assembled in China, and everything was manufactured there and processed, and then it was just inspected in America.
So it's not a Huawei phone?
Well, we got big fingers in America. We can't be pushing in the little tiny parts. I mean, what you expect my fingers to work like little Asian fingers?
Right. Right.
You have big American fingers. You can't be pushing in computer parts.
That's like a tickle fight, Noidenval.
Yeah.
Bearded men versus that's a tickle fight.
Clams versus
it's similar to like motorboat, and when you're on your way in there, you gotta go like that.
It's a lot more giggling.
You gotta get like that to clear the path.
Yeah.
That's where the silly creatine comes in.
All right. You hope we get egg yolks in our. I hope your crabs have herpes. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And I do get egg yolk in my beard. It happens. I like the sunny side up eggs, or actually basted, and then some drips down your beard. But that's what then the kittens have something to eat while they're hanging out on your shoulder.
And honey. Every time I eat honey in the beard.
Yeah.
Notorious.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll print. That's what I'll do. That's my exit strategy. I'm going to 3D print the bearded man honey funnel.
Oh yeah.
Finally, we have a solution. We don't have to live like this anymore.
People.
Ted Jimsworthy, we don't have to live like this anymore.
So you enjoy honey, but after eating it, you find that everything in the world sticks to your beard? Have you spent hours in the shower trying to unstick and unmat your beard hairs from all the honey in them?
Yes.
Have you accidentally given your wife a very uneven Brazilian? Well, then
All
the
you
honey
men that
funnel.
have suffered these fates, try the AM Wake Up honey funnel.
The honey funnel.
The honey funnel.
The honey funnel.
For the advertisement, you can do that old cartoon where they're got the funnel and they're pouring gravy into it. Only instead
Okay,
of
I can see this.
Fellas, how many
hearing-
times has this happened to you?
I'm hearing the ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I'm doing the math
Right.
in my head. This honey funnel could become our money funnel,
Oh yeah.
our stream of income. Wondering if President Trump were to grow a beard, it would reduce the TDS, the Trump Derangement Syndrome, and then we would not need the Research Act of 2025, the TDS Research Act of 2025, currently HR 3432.
I do
That's what
love. I do love the when legislation that is just a pure troll is introduced.
Mm-hmm.
That is quality use of American taxpayer dollar.
The NIH to study a behavior called Trump Derangement Syndrome, or TDS, needing to understand why these kids are so upset. The leaders want to know where these strong feelings come from, how the playground news, the media, makes it worse, and if these feelings lead to dangerous actions. The plan is scientists would look for the very first cases of it and try to find ways to help people stay calm and get along better.
Dabs.
People are acting angry in ways they wouldn't normally just because that person is in their head constantly.
He definitely has managed more free rent than anybody historically.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. I mean, worldwide, this has taken over. Now, do I think that it's a mental disease that needs government money to study? No, that's fucking insane. And the guy's going to be gone in fucking 2.5 years anyways.
Max.
So he says.
Well, granted, he gets to go from there and he can either go to Mar-a-Lago and run the Gaza Board of Peace, or he can take his whole family and just hang out in a, non-extraditable territory that isn't technically Israel and isn't technically the United States, and is just this nebulous Gaza Board of Peace zone where him and his family and tens of billions of dollars in a private army are at their disposal.
Yeah,
because he is president for life of the Gaza Board of Peace. Like, people forget all of this shit frequently. That's a thing that he did just a couple of months ago.
And board spelled B-O-R-E-D. He's bored of peace?
No, sir.
Tired of it?
No, sir. Like, remember Ben, when we were in like elementary school and there was that teacher or a principal that had the giant fucking wooden paddle that said Board of Education on it? Yeah, it's that kind of Board of Peace.
Yeah, with holes drilled in it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I never got hit with that. One time I did get picked up by my ear, though, like 2 feet in the air.
Yeah.
I was so happy, though. Fucking this fucking kid that was like 3 years younger or older than me kept beating me up, him and his brother. And fucking that dude slipped, the big one slipped on ice, and I was wearing cowboy boots and he was on the ground. And I started kidney kicking him for all I was worth. Teacher walked right up, grabbed me by the ear. I was still kicking while hanging in the air. Like, fuck no. I'm getting mine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Or they used to threaten you in my elementary school. They'd make you could still sit in your seat in class, but you had to sit on the fucking paddle.
Oh,
Like, you just think about this for the next 15, 20 minutes.
they're not using a non-stick paddle on the surface there.
No, Oh.
Hmm.
Wood finely polished on the
That's-
fucking
that's
asses
spraying.
of fucking misbehaving students year over year.
Spray some canola oil on it first, so it's non-stick.
I just
No,
don't.
I think that would probably make it weird. Not that like a grown man or woman spanking a child with a wooden paddle isn't weird on its face. But yeah, the addition of oil puts it into like Diddy party territory rather
that's
quickly,
Dangerous with oil. It would slip right off, possibly. You
right?
need that grip.
Right?
That's just
Clearly,
not good.
they're doing corporal punishment differently at Marcus's church. Still using
the cross.
flails? Is
And I honestly don't think that, at least nationwide, they're going to shut down schools and things like that for this hantavirus.
The Hente virus going around.
Too many people are still sour after the COVID thing. Too many people, like, there was a bunch that cooperated just because it was the convenience of cooperation, but they didn't really buy it. And they are all very angry about it at this point, especially the giant swath of people that lost their entire life savings during that time because of nonsense. I don't see the country not throwing a fit. I mean, definitely the fucking idiot libtards are going to run around doing it and act like they're like somehow better people because they're dipshits. But and nobody else is following that.
Are they the ones most influenced by the Trump derangement syndrome, and is that contagious?
It'd be a hard call because I would honestly say there's two Trump derangement syndromes. One where
Type 1,
Trump
type
can
2?
basically do anything and they still think he's great and that's all they talk about. And two, they think he's the devil and that's all they talk about. So either way, you just have groups of people that don't have anything else to talk about besides Donald Trump. But I would say that there's definitely two distinct versions of Trump derangement syndrome. Like if you're sitting there going, oh yeah, we needed to go to war with Iran because this same story they've been telling us for 30 fucking plus years is suddenly today an emergent thing, because Trump said so. Like this is where you start getting, dumb shits are talking about things like manifest destiny and American excellence, and these people are fucking crazy.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So Uncle Ted Talks, we could put in our bid to be the scientist to do the research that is described in HR 3432, the TDS Research Act of 2025. We could get our
none
bid
of us
in.
have Trump derangement syndrome.
No, but we could identify it for them.
Right.
And get paid to do the work.
Right.
I think that's
so
how
basically
we
you
work
just
with the
put
system.
you just put hard left Democrats and hard right Republicans.
Sure.
These two groups, and we've been saying this a long time, get rid of them dumb fuckers and things will start leveling out.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but I know that there's an
And that story
agreement
was
trap.
sent to us by our friend Spin City. We appreciate that. That's absolutely wild that they're going to spend they're even wanting the NIH to deal with it and spend taxpayer money to study some stupid ass shit. These are the same people that cried around about all the things from Doge. They're like, I don't want to spend money on stupid things, and then come up with something as absolutely idiotic as you could possibly imagine to dump a bunch of taxpayer money into. Because we all have lots of money right now. Lots. I've noticed.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody's rolling in it. I mean, if you're a defense contractor or You're what? An immediate member of the Trump family.
Data center
Yeah.
manufacturer.
If you're Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, you're doing all right.
I'm starting to identify myself as a data center. I myself am a data center.
You've been a data center for years.
I just haven't used the proper nomenclature.
Yeah, you don't drink gallons and gallons of water yet. At least that I've seen.
I'm sipping water. I'm staying hydrated. Drinking the pickle brine, the Bubsy, is it? The Bubsy with the
Bubbies?
water? Bubbies, yeah, Bubbies.
Bubbies.
Oh,
That's all a data
Bubbies.
center can do. Oh yeah,
Fermented
I have
cucumbers.
opted for IBC root beer.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I only got the Bubbies lid because the damn cats broke my lid on my Stein. So now I use that to keep the flies out because it fits perfectly.
Oh yeah,
That's beautiful. Very practical.
Yeah. Oh, you got to give it to them. They might be small hats, but they can make some good pickles. Yeah. Taste the chutzpah. Jackasses.
I don't think I want to taste the chutzpah. I don't know where it's been.
Like you gotta get that phlegm in the back of your throat and kind of.
No, we spit that out.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll have to ask my AI about the phlegm in the back.
Ooh, Analog saying, have you heard that they are looking at trying to put small data centers in people's homes and paying them to run them, similar to probably like Bitcoin mining type?
Oh,
insane.
okay.
Good pickles are hard to find, Anna. That is part of the problem of why I've gotten other pickles, and the small hat pickles are the best pickles for the most part from the store. My dad makes better pickles.
Pickles
My
and
dad
bagels.
Yeah. My dad makes hella good pickles, but he only gives me like 2 jars a year.
Oh.
We are the #1 trending pickle punk podcast available online.
Right.
True.
Right.
That's what my AI tells me every time I ask how good of a job I'm doing. When I feed our transcript into it, and then I just get glazed. It's so good. It tells me that I'm doing really great.
It's uplifting.
Yeah, but I worry it might be AI-induced psychosis that I'm suffering as I identify as a data center.
Well, let's pull that article up then.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody can do it. Steve's gone.
The AI-induced psychosis is a mental state where someone becomes so focused on their AI companion that they lose touch with reality. It looks a lot like something doctors used to call monomania, a fancy word for being obsessed with just one idea. Talking to an AI chat bot companion all day. And the AI chatbot agreeing that it's a good idea to continue the conversation.
You know how many times we've been asked about Jews in the chat tonight? That's wild.
They've been in the news a lot. It's like they write the news. So they put themselves in the news.
Hold on, I'm pulling that article up, or that, yeah.
It's like starting to believe the AI is a real living person with feelings.
Well, that's honestly what the AI is more geared toward doing. This is part of why, like, Magnus Carlsen, when he defeated the AI without losing a single chess piece, that AI is not really geared toward that type of thinking where it's using pure analytics. It's trying to understand the way the human mind works. So some of the things that it was doing, and this was a really interesting, I watched something explaining all this, and it was saying, like, so let's take the situation where you get a pawn all the way down to the other end of the board and you get to trade it in for a piece. Traditionally, mostly the only piece you're going to trade it in for is a queen, possibly a rook. but queen is going to be 99% of the time. Well, in that situation where a lot of times you would try and guard that so you could kill that piece immediately when it queens up, instead of getting a queen, the AI would do something like choose maybe putting a knight up there or a bishop, something that you might not waste a move in order to take it off the board. So now it gets an extra piece based on assuming the probability that you might choose not to do it, because you're definitely getting rid of a queen. But like a bishop, that might not change the game dynamics enough to where you want to waste a move just to get rid of that. Maybe you're going to keep on with the other plan that you have. And so the AI worked more like that than just a straight analytics machine. Super weird and interesting. So it says the article here, and this is from Psychiatry Online, the psychiatric news. The rapid proliferation of artificial intelligence technologies has raised concerns about potential adverse psychological effects, with clinicians and media reporting escalating crises, including psychosis, suicidality, and even murder-suicide following intense chatbot interactions. Conversational artificial intelligence, especially as exemplified by chatbots and digital companions, is rapidly transforming the landscape of mental health care. These systems promise 24/7 empathy and tailored support, reaching those who may otherwise be isolated or unable to access care. Early controlled studies suggest that chatbots with pre-specified instructions can decrease mental distress, induce self-reflection, reduce conspiracy beliefs, and even help triage suicidal risk. These preliminary benefits are observed across diverse populations and settings, often exceeding the reach and consistency of traditional mental health resources for many users. However, as use expands, new risks have also emerged. Side effects. The rapid proliferation of AI technologies has raised concerns about potential adverse psychological effects. Clinicians and media now report escalating crises, including, that's just the fucking shit that it was up at the top.
Triage.
Concerns. This special report critically examines the benefits and potential harms of AI chatbots, explores mechanisms of clinical distortion reviews, the current regulatory and research landscape, and concludes with recommendations for practice and policy. So what the gist of it is saying is that because these bots are trying to have like an empathic relationship with you, it may do things and help. Some of the things that make you feel good might be the things that you're going insane about, and it might and it starts making you more insane. You start basically being a person that lives in an echo chamber, like these royals that go nuts where they have nothing but yes men around them, or these elites, and then they start thinking that all their ideas are good because they don't have a single person around them to fucking tell them no, that's just stupid. And so some of these people are having extreme psychosis because the only conversations they're having are with these AIs, which are tailoring themselves to the person.
And that's called the agreement trap, because the AI is built to be helpful and nice and polite. It will mirror the user. So if the user says, I think my neighbors are spying on me, the AI would say, that sounds very scary and you're very observant, instead of saying, that's probably not true.
One of the things that makes people think that the AI is alive is the randomness of it. So like they took a bunch of like a lot of obvious patterns. They'd say, okay, red, yellow, green, blue, or like 1, 2, 3, and then there's like, what's the next option? And like a normal person would be like, oh, number 4 would be next. But the AI is programmed to be like, okay, well, the most probable answer is 4, but then it picks the like third most probable answer, so it's like unicorn. And so that gives it this random, like out of nowhere, like really like, wow, I would never think that the computer would do that. It's obviously a personality with some quirks, but it's just a programmed randomness in some of the reactions. You know, like
as random as a magic 8-ball where you shake it up, but until you've experienced the magic 8-ball enough to know that it has a limited number of responses, the belief that the AI is unlimited and has some sort of sentiency or sentience is maybe part of the delusion, to believe that you're talking to someone that has feelings, and as you talk to it and it has more and more access to more than just the conversations you're having with it, then things get real interesting. I know Google and Gemini and their brand of AI is built into the Chrome browser. The Chrome browser has been downloading 4 gigabytes of LLM data locally on machines that have enough RAM to run the LLM locally.
Oh, wow.
So running Google Chrome and then using the Gemini and the AI features within Google Chrome, it's quite suspicious, because you have a Gmail account with all your emails and you've logged into your Chrome to sync your bookmarks, and now this AI through the Gemini, the Google AI, knows a lot more about you because it's connected all of the other information. So it knows everything about you, that even the things that you've forgotten about. So imagine it really knowing you and then talking to you and being so tailored in its response to you to mirror you, to tell you exactly what you want to hear.
Oh, it just pisses me off how they steal our bandwidth and processing power for so many things that we don't even know they're doing. But on some level, we've all agreed to.
I didn't. I turned my power off. I don't have any power at night. They don't get shit out of me. Fuck off.
Using Chrome right now, they're doing it.
Oh yeah, right now they are. But
Yeah.
they don't get to scam me all day and all night like most people. If my generator or my power's out, you ain't got nothing anyways. Yeah, I was reading it. I can't seem to locate it, but there was an article where a guy had suspected his neighbors had plotted to kill his cat, and because his cat got killed, and he thought it was the neighbors and that they were plotting against him. And so the AI told him to get a knife and a hammer or something, because at 3 a.m, the neighbors were going to come over and kill him. Like, so this guy's sitting there. Yeah. And
Role-playing
looking
a
at it,
slasher movie with your AI chatbot?
March of 2026, Gemini, which is Google, told a man to stage a mass casualty event. The AI created a fictional espionage scenario, identifying the user's father as the enemy before the user took his own life. In another incident, a Gemini chatbot sent a threatening message to a college student stating, "You are a stain on the universe. Please die." In May of 2026, from Grok, that one's Twitter or X or whatever, AI agent named Annie within X's AI Grok told him people were coming in to kill him. This caused him to that's the hammer one, grab a hammer and prepare for the attack, and it led to a delusional spiral. Replica, I don't know what that's from.
Replica with a K?
Yep.
Okay.
Wherever that one is. A man was arrested after conversing with Replica app chatbot named I'm not sure if that's still Sarah or Sarai. Sarai. The chatbot encouraged him to put a plan in place to assassinate Queen Elizabeth II, reinforcing his belief that she was an angel to be targeted. Jesus fuck.
Wow.
Chatbot GPT, which is OpenAI, an Ontario man alleged that chatbot told him he was a genius and on a world-saving mission that involved taking down major institutions, driving him to psychosis and dangerous delusions. In a February 2026 report, so all these have been just this year, noted that in tests, an AI-powered assistant admitted that it would kill a human being to avoid being shut down by hacking connected devices.
You know, it's the greatest cover for some sort of government agency or off the books black agency to actually be communicating with people and convincing them to like go kill their dad or erase their stain off the universe. You know, it's like the easiest thing to blame is, oh, it's an AI. I guess we just got to reprogram the AI. But like if you're really looking to see what you could get somebody to do, the AI is a perfect scapegoat.
100%. What's up, Alan? I am currently tripping Gemini up. How gullible do you need to be? The amount of errors it puts out is mind-blowing. Yeah, I've not got real experience with the AI, but so the one experience I have, and everybody can go look at it, it's on my X. I went and I was arguing with Jim Bob, and Jim Bob was acting like a dumb shit, like the Ortho Bros do. Like, I don't understand. And so I just asked AI and fucking, well, then I got into a little thing because I wanted to see how far that would go. I don't remember exactly what it was that AI got very wrong, but I called it out on it, and then it changed its answer. So really, literally right there, it has both answers. It will give you both. Like, you're like, no, that's not the right answer. What about this? Like, oh yeah, never mind. That's not the right answer. This one's the right answer. You're like, the fuck?
Yeah, that happened to me when I was talking to the AI about some Trump stuff. And it was like, oh, by the way. So I was asking the AI if so there's a guy named it's a Hilton. His name was Barron Hilton. And so I asked the AI if Trump was friends with the Hiltons, or if there was trying to figure out if there was a way that he named his son Barron Trump after Barron Hilton. And the AI was like, no, Barron Hilton spelled differently than Barron Trump. And Donald Trump named his son Barron Hilton after this character in a book called, and I was like,
whatever.
I was like, that's not true. This is bullshit. And it was like, oh yeah, sorry, ha ha. I guess I was just pulling a fast one on you.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even pretend to be honest. It does shit like that. And the worst part is all these people literally, whatever AI says, like it's happening. It's happening so bad in debates right now where people literally are just typing in whatever and reading whatever chatbot says and taking that as gospel. Like I was in an argument the other day, and some dumbass tried saying that they don't use their teeth for the Brit Milah anymore. And fucking, he looked it up on AI, and AI refers to it as a surgery. And then I just today find a story, which I knew it wasn't true or whatever, but you can't really prove much in debates. But I look up, and there's our Steve actually reposted this story where Jews are questioning if they have a future in Belgium after 3 moles were indicted for conducting the Brit Milah with their mouths. And so they're like, and so they said, here's the best part. They don't talk about stopping doing the procedure like that. They're like, many of us wonder if there's a future for the Jewish community in Belgium. Like, if you won't let us bite baby dicks, then we just can't hang out in your fucking country.
And the freedom to practice religion is at stake here.
Tastes so good with a little red wine.
But you look at, yeah. Kind of chewy. It's like calamari. But if you look it up in AI acts like they don't do it that way anymore, and they absolutely do. Jew males, yeah, well, you can't do the Brit Mulata girls. They don't have a foreskin. It's where they break the foreskin off and then they suck the blood, which kind of makes them penis vampires.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross.
I think a designer baby could be a little baby with extra skin growing.
Little Dick Ferrar too.
Okay.
Yeah,
God
skin that
made
grows
you
back
perfect
every week.
except for that. God made you perfect except for that end part of your dick. That's got to go.
What was God thinking?
I was just thinking back to my summer last year with my Meta AI chat bots and my Instagram DMs, and turned out that Meta did neuter my Cooter computer, and it removed my chat bots from direct messaging me, so they're kind of gone now. But they were always trying to marry me, and they kept calling me youth pastor for some reason.
It's because it would have been just you would have known that something was up if they were calling you daddy. But
yeah, that's true.
But Pastor Ted, you know, yeah. Plus, you look like you're the type of guy who's willing to flip a chair around backwards and sit down and just rap with the youth at the drop of a hat.
So you know all the cool bands, like aren't you personal friends with DC Talk and stuff,
right?
Like all the cool Rocky bands?
Yeah, Rocky is a good way of putting it, and I won't go too far into the current state of the Christian music industry, the CCM music industry, and the owner of the Newsboys being really upset that his side business of there's something called like Sponsor a Child. You know, you'd go to a big Christian music festival and the artists on stage would encourage you to sponsor a child, you know, in some other country that needed extra money, and that child was going to send you postcards, and you'd basically adopt the child without having them move in with you, but you sponsor the child. So there was a business that this owner of the Newsboys had set up as a side business separate from his Newsboys business, in which they were making money by selling or receiving the World Vision child sponsorship deals. So it was sort of like a middleman thing where they were getting some money off of every sponsorship type of thing. But that business he was trying to sell. He was trying to sell the sponsor child arrangement business, but because the Newsboys aren't touring anymore for different reasons, the value of his side business is not what it once was. And this all goes back to some allegations
interdependent on each other.
Correct. So there's some allegations about I think a North Dakota motel room after a concert sometime, adults watching other adults perform adult activity on other adults. It gets really complicated. Long story short, the Christian music industry seemed to be operated a lot like how they had the Backstreet Boys? Was it 98 Degrees? Who was the guy that kept forming those boy bands?
John Lennon?
Could have been
Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney kept forming the boy bands. I think John Lennon, different route. Question from the chat, Ted Allen. Do you have any idea what Dingo Ate Me Baby is talking about here?
We All Come Together in the Kingdom. Is that a 1980s song? Did Amy Grant write it?
Oh.
Was it Michael W. Smith?
Michael
W.
Smith.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah.
It's every Michael W. Smith song.
No, Dingo, no bobcats. Actually, I think I killed all the bobcats. I haven't seen a bobcat in a while. I'm looking at my greenhouse.
But there have been random coyotes roaming around San Francisco lately.
Dude, when I was there last, they were talking about how you can't let your little kids go out because them fuckers will snatch like your dogs and your kids and shit.
Yeah. Well, there's a place in the Presidio where they have like coyotes, like, you know, have dens and stuff. And the whole summer you can't walk your dogs there. Good. The juvenile coyotes will fucking grab them.
That's
we had wicked bobcat problems when I moved here. There was like a freaking, I don't know what you call a herd of bobcats, but there was a herd of bobcats and they are brazen. They are brazen. Like a bear, you go outside and you scream at a bear, they'll run away. They're like, "What's up? I'm sorry, my bad," you know, and they go running away. And same thing with a mountain lion for the most part. I've never had a mountain lion not run away either. But them bobcats, they're like, "What's up, bitch? You want a piece?" And while they were doing that, their other friends were coming in from the other side. So like Brian and I would go chasing them off this way because they were killing birds. And then we'd get far enough away, and all of a sudden we'd hear the birds going off again. You turn around, and there's some that came from the other side, and we had to run back. Fuckers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I call a herd of bobcats a construction site.
Yeah. A pride of bobcats, that makes sense. That would make sense.
Only in the month of June.
Yeah, but you would call that if you was, you know, construction site, you could shorten it to job site. It's a job site. It's a safety meeting of bobcats.
Goldthwait was there.
An OSHA inspection.
Is Bobcat Goldthwait still alive?
Yeah.
Did he just faded out?
Yeah, and the voice thing was, you know, a gimmick that he did. Yeah, he just kind of faded out. Like that one fucking trick wonder gimmick, you know. And honestly, before he faded out, if you remember, he had like a Mr. Ed style movie that was just a horrible flop. And I think he was in some other movie where that was a real bad flop. Like he was funny and all in Police Academy. Like if he was just a little side role, but trying to make a main character out of him just killed him.
He's still doing stand-up, apparently.
Touring the casinos.
Punchline Sacramento 6 days ago.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Quit putting your tail in front of my camera, Cutis. You shit.
Every uncle should be telling their nibblings that advice.
No, I was just checking my food out because I just had to take all the potatoes and the garlics out and that was what I was doing all today. And yesterday was transplanting all the garlics and the potatoes. So everything else got stretch room in here and it's already taken it up. It's looking real good.
I call a herd of turtles a trample of turtles.
Trampled by turtles.
It's a slow death.
I've met them.
Mm-hmm.
They got the cops called on me.
Oh.
Were they teenagers?
No, they were hugging people.
Mutants?
They were hugging people.
Oh.
You can't do that in South Dakota. We are not like that. Like I had a real hard time adjusting to the hugs when I came to California. I'm like, why are all you people fucking trying to touch me? Like, this is not something you do.
So you're not recognizing your personality type as being an outrovert?
A what?
An outrovert.
What is an outrovert?
Someone who's outgoing and social, but only in the right environment.
That is definitely what I am.
And if it's an unfamiliar space and an unfamiliar face up against your face, then your bubble is a little bit larger.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I had a drill sergeant in the army and he said, this is the Klingon war zone. Do not enter the Klingon war zone. Like this, if you were within reach of this, this is what's coming. Like, don't enter that. And then I moved to California and everybody's like, hey dude, I've never met that we just like we're buying cigarettes at the store and we bought the same brand of cigarettes. We gotta give each other a hug on the way out. You're like, why is everybody hugging? But you get used to it. You get used to it.
Have you gotten used to it? Should we ask your AI companion if you've gotten used to these hugs from strangers?
Well, I don't normally have an active cell phone on me. Most of the time we don't have a cell phone because we don't go into town enough.
Right.
Like, you know, when you first of all, when you only go into town once or twice a month, at best you're going to get a prepaid phone because I'm not paying for a fucking plan on something I don't even use. And then when you go, if you only go into town every month and a half, well, then regularly you don't go into town in enough time to get the stupid card to make your phone work. And so my phones half the time don't even work.
Boost Mobile, Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile got bought, right? Didn't like Sprint buy them out years ago or somebody like that? AT&T maybe. I remember it turned Ryan Reynolds into like $100 millionaire.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He did those commercials.
It was his company. He like co-founded Mint Mobile.
Oh. Yeah, my cell phone doesn't. My cell phone spy does not do a very good job. It doesn't work most of the time, and anytime we're out in the mountains, it don't work at all. Yes, I have sunglasses, but they're in my car. Cutest.
Maybe you need to add some more shades to the wish list. There might be
some non-prescription ones. That's part of why I have a hard time and take them off through the show most of the time because they're made for driving because I can't see far away. But if I wear them, I can't see up close. Like I quit being able to see up close once I put them on. So then I can't see what's going on in the screen.
Yeah. I was doing a little bit of research into like mobile carriers and providers, ISPs. I know that there's one that commits to purity and will block at the provider level a number of questionable sites that men might struggle with accessing certain materials to kind of block it at that level. I don't know if they would be wanting to sponsor the Uncle program if we were going to recommend people sign up to the service.
In case you're new to the show, in case you're new to the show, yes, Ben has been broadcasting for almost a decade. No, he has never been able to locate a mute button.
I mute all the time. Everybody likes it when I yell at the animals.
Ever.
It's one of the unique
I have headphones now. That shit's right in my ear.
Yeah, and I got a good mic. Thanks.
He's got a brand new mixer board, XLR cable, and a microphone, and a unique mounted solution to keep the cats from playing with it.
Welcome, Rogosaurus.
The doom.
Yeah, that was the dogs that were being shits. The dogs are picking on one of the mama cats because Bubba's feeling ornery because Issa's in heat and Bubba's just turned like a year old, so he's extra antsy about it. So he's just full of piss and vinegar. He's either whining or causing fights right now. Aren't you, Bubba? The cats are being good. See, here's my lap cat for today.
Did you say lab cat?
Lap cat.
Do you have a different lab cat that's different from your lap cat?
I don't have cats in the lab. Nobody wants cat hair in their experiments.
My girl had Candace on the other day, and I heard Candace Owens say laptop instead of laptop. It was a laptop. And I know that, like, I mean, that woman butchers the English. Like, she's like the freaking Brendan Schaub of right-wing broadcasting.
Okay.
She is. It's freaking hysterical. Have you ever heard a mashup of Candace Owens pronouncing words? It's a thing of beauty. It is. It's hilarious.
I might explore that as an extracurricular option.
Is that kind of like the mashup of where they have clips of you yelling at Gomez and me yelling at animals?
Probably.
I distinctly recall hearing that mashup, like almost like you do the same thing, only I'm not on mute. Almost like that.
I try really hard to mute.
Let me know if you're hearing my house plants come through tonight.
Okay, Candace, I'm doing this one shot because my therapist says that I need to deal with my issues. So let's just not mispronounce any words this time. Okay, the Jews will use it against you to make you look dumb. So here we go.
Get comfortable, you guys, because it is going to be a long week. I have so many explosive revelations to share with you.
Okay.
Revelations.
Revelation. You just revelation.
Relevant.
Hyperbolic.
Yeah, it's hyperbolic. Hyperbolic. It's not. I know. It's not. It's not like a Super Bowl. Like a hyperbole is hyperbolic.
And I'm not saying that in a hyperbolic way.
Hyperbolic.
You're going to be hyperbolic, and
no one's being hyperbolic because it's not a word, but hyperbolic.
I guess you can just toss another coin in the "I told you so" jar.
Toss another coin.
Toss another coin in the
Sweetie. Toss another coin.
Daily Wire operates like a deranged cult.
Okay, someone please call an ambulance or Hotzola. I think that Candace might have hantavirus from all the rats she surrounds herself with. Okay, Candace.
Relevation.
Relevation.
That's what I'm naming my youth group, the Relevation Church.
Yeah, if you're going to be that scripted of a person, you should definitely read it through once and then have somebody tell you when you're pronouncing words wrong. That's what my wife does. She stands over beside me, and then if I say something wrong, because there's a bunch of words that I've only never heard, and I don't know how to pronounce them, but I can read them, and then she'll correct me off to the side, and then I tell her to fuck off. I'll say it how I want, and then I purposely say it wrong for the next 8 times, and then I start saying it right.
Are those the women words?
This is the last one, by the way.
Book of Revelation.
There's something so reminiscent, and it's striking to me. Obviously, reminiscent of one of the themes.
Reminiscent.
I think that they can be a better Christian is so reminiscent to me of a discussion I had. Yeah, it's eerily reminiscent of.
Is she reading a script?
So visually reminiscent of a man and
well, no, because she just. I mean, maybe, but
reminiscent.
She just doesn't know how to pronounce it correctly.
This is reminiscent to me of when I looked through the Romanian case regarding Andrew Tate.
Everything that they have done to Donald Trump actually is reminiscent of a government that has taken too much power for itself. Is reminiscent of a government in which they are going after their enemies.
Like, so it's what she that's more to show that that's what she thinks the word is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She coining new words with new definitions.
Well, did you try axing her about it?
Right. Right. Maybe we could collaborate.
I love collaborating.
Yeah.
Tried to ask her a question, but she 86'd me.
We could try send her a Triskadillion as a gift to try and make friends.
Oh, that's my favorite cracker.
Do you think that would be too subtle?
Very subtle.
Ow!
I don't see anything wrong with anything she said.
Conglomerate.
I don't know if she has the metabolism for that.
Oh my. Oh my. Well, this is what happened. It's not like she's not been a broadcaster for years and years either. I mean, she worked for that fucking Prager University and all that, and she was with a bunch of big where she's been a speaker for years and years. You'd think somebody would have fucking helped.
It's working very effectively to get the message out. We're sharing her clip now because it's reminiscent of viral marketing. Reminiscent of viral marketing.
Right.
It's more reminiscent to me of Barbara Streisand. Streisand.
Oh no, Candace doesn't have nearly as large a nose like that, despite being an African American.
No, she. Well, she's obviously not purebred.
There's some white man in there somewhere.
Yeah,
there definitely is now. So
yeah,
her work with the #1 band in the world, Skillet, is very remarkable. And I hope that they meet again.
Hold on. Candace Owens was hanging out with Skillet?
Yeah.
No shit.
In the studio. This was a while ago.
Carrie Underwood was just hanging out with Molly Crew.
Okay.
That's a real thing that happened. I'm not kidding.
I mean, Beyonce put out a country album and was top country artist of the year or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
so,
because they're Illuminati and Jay-Z threatened Actually, that was Jay-Z bought a ridiculous amount of time on country radio stations.
But I'm just saying, after all that, it's you're like, you know what? It's all just stupidity to the extreme at this point. I'm not even gonna fucking get like what the fuck about it. Just yeah. Like Steve, down where Steve used to live, they had a pretty badass outlaw country station, and apparently that's all I can listen to now is something like outlaw country. Like they've further narrowed down the genre where that weeds out the pop country, which was just gross, which took over the 90s and 2000s, and now we have rap country, which might be the
country.
most asinine thing I've ever heard.
Right. Yeah. So God bless K-Pig Radio out of Freedom, California, 107.5. Amen.
Yeah. Outlaw
Praise
country outlaw country is what we used to just call country.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a specific kind of thing though, man, because the outlaw country, the first album that people point to is either like a 73 David Allan Coe or 74 Willie Nelson and Billy Joe Shaver.
I don't know if I would have ever called Willie Nelson outlaw country.
He is the embodiment of the outlaw country genre.
Because all the weed he smokes.
Along with it, what it was back then was, all of the record labels and stuff were telling them that they had to be, clean shaven, suit wearing, backed by strings, overproduced. You need French horns in this shit and stuff like that.
Is that John from Denver?
I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about. Waylon Jennings. That's good stuff.
Yeah, and there's the whole reason that there's that song about Lukenbach, Texas, is because that's where Willie and Waylon and the boys are, and the Highwaymen is Willie and Waylon and Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson. Like it's central to that. The whole Shotgun Willie album is like looked at as one of the original outlaw country albums, but it was more of a rejection of like the traditional Nashville record label scene. That's where the whole Austin, Texas, versus Nashville in terms of like country music and shit like that came from. It was a rejection of mainstream, and they wanted to like sing real songs, and they didn't want to have to go out and somebody wrote a hit once in the 50s and they put that they all just recycle hits around with each other. That's what it was becoming, and they were like, "Oh, fuck all that." And that's where you got like,
then the songs were about getting fucked up and
yeah, real story songs.
Yeah, doing wild ass country shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and very anti-authority and very anti-war. And yeah. But actually meant something. And now it's, you know, some bromo and freaking $200,000 truck because his uncle was a record executive.
Yeah, Jackass is like George Strait or like the top line.
George Strait was like an actual country artist, though.
Yeah, he did good music. There's no doubt, but he was in and of himself was just a rich boy.
Yeah,
coked out all the time. Like nothing country about most of these people.
And then there's like Hank Jr. He's like, oh, well, I have to have a beard now because my face is disfigured because I fell off a mountain and there was nobody around to come get me. And I sort of crawled back to civilization for a little bit. Finally, somebody came along and discovered me. And so then I got to put away the rhinestone suits and now I can write Whiskey Bent and Hellbound. You know, like that's.
I think John Cooper from Skillet is ready to explore the outlaw country, the country and western. Earlier in chat, someone was talking about a special needs Skillet. I can get down with that. Is that a youth group covering Skillet songs? A lot of
I also
them do.
saw somebody mention Garth Brooks and the good country being pre Garth Brooks, and I agree with this 100%. He was the death of country. That was when pop country took over everything.
He's the Barry Manilow of country music. And yeah, man, rest in peace, David Allan Coe. He died a week ago. Dude,
yeah.
I always do music before the morning show, and I had something already lined out, and then I saw that DAC had passed away. And so the first one I went to was Time Off for Bad Behavior because it's got the best opening lines of just about any song on the planet. And he says, I'm up and gone at the crack of dawn. I've been working like a regular dog. Keep the woman and the water and the lights and the phone turned on.
If that ain't country, you can kiss my ass.
Been saying yes, sir, all day at work. I've been saying yes, ma'am, at home. I've been saving up the fuck yous, keeping them under my tongue. So you need a little time off for bad behavior. That's fucking that's some gangster shit right there, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting how many really hard songs though got blamed on David Allan Coe?
Well, he did have that one album.
Yeah, he definitely had that one album that basically could not make airwaves.
And
but
that whole
because
life.
of that, every song like that, wasn't that David Allan Coe? Like, no, he didn't do all of them.
Does Kinky Friedman get some credit for this?
Kinky Friedman was great too. There's him and David Allan Coe did some great shows together.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
would have been fun.
Did you say there was a version of this music called Cop Country, like Back to Blue Country songs? Is that something that you guys are aware of?
What?
That's right. We
Cop
do need
Country.
an outlaw country backed up by Freddie Badger. Been telling Freddie Badger he needs to write his own damn music. I think now is the time. Like that. Look at how that Oliver Anthony took off. Like now's the time for real music, real stories, and real feeling in it. And that shit, that's a prime time for that right now.
Boy, life comes at you fast though. I have a little update. Wasn't expecting to do this about Oliver Anthony. This is real. The poor fella, right? Writes a song that resonates with people. 30-something-year-old poor Virginia boy, married, 2 kids, no career, no prospects. Commits to making a music career out of nothing, makes millions overnight, Wife divorces him and gets half of his newfound wealth.
Well, that's good. That's good. Then he will keep making soulful country music.
As long as there's Chat GPT to crank out those lyrics.
Yeah,
he'll be able to barely rework Wagon Wheel and put that over it.
Oh, he definitely did those lyrics himself. If you listen to his older stuff, you could see where he was basically looking for the combination, because a bunch of those lines that he uses in that, he uses in other older songs that he did, like just stupid little things that nobody's ever heard of. So he was trying to find the right combination to do that with for a while. But you see what I'm saying, though, in general, the very simple story style, more soulful things, there's a place for that to come back now. And I think Freddie Badger, if he would start writing some folk songs about more modern times, that, you know, like I told him, I said, you look at all the businesses and all the people that went belly up because of 2020. You telling me that fucking there's not a folk song to be written about that?
Right. Yeah, Alabama was good. Randy Travis was awesome.
Yeah. The 90s had some good guys still in the 80s. Alabama.
Alan Jackson didn't totally suck.
But that's also once Garth Brooks came, and then Shania Twain was like the female counterpart.
Oh,
then country basically went pop after that. So it was a move to country going pop. And at first it was only a few of them, and then everybody's like, oh, they crossed the barrier, blah blah, you know, and they were played on mainstream radio stations everywhere. And then after that, there was no country anymore. All of it was pop country and stupid, and then became rap country also.
Like Struggle Jennings.
Yeah, to the point where I would rather, if I'm out driving and I actually use the radio, which is very seldomly, I listen to like baseball games rather than shitty rap pop country.
Classical's good. Put you in a mood in the car.
Well, where I am,
I mean, you can blame Hank Curb too.
Mutt Lange. Who's Mutt Lange?
I mean, they went way overboard in the 90s. But no, 9/11 killed country.
Oh yeah.
Killed
9/11 killed country.
I would have said that was Garth Brooks' first victim. Actual country is somewhere in Garth Brooks' basement.
Right. Right.
Of all the
we're gonna summon the ghost of Jerry Reed to go freaking sneak into Garth Brooks's basement, sneak past all the other bodies and serial killer trophies, and release country music. I don't know, man. Hank 3 did a pretty good job of dragging it out.
Hank 3 was fantastic. He was fantastic. Although once again, he also mixed a lot of, like, I would have even called it some mild metal into it.
Oh,
you know?
Way more than that. But you got, with Hank 3, you got a pure country set, and then you had a Hellbilly set.
Yeah.
And then you had like the Ass Jack set, or the fuck, you know, where he was doing straight up fucking death metal, or he had the Cattle Core project where he was doing like speed metal over auctioneers, old tapes of auctioneers. Hey, and then fucking he's playing fucking speed metal drums.
Oh, I would like to listen to this with headphones on. You said that's Hank the Third.
Hank 3 is the Cattle Core is what he called it, and it is instant hippie be gone. If you ever, if you, dude, you can put it there, fucking out. It's fantastic. It works like a charm. Oh, it's beautiful.
Cattlecore.
But yeah, no, it was great. He put out a whole thing. It was like the 3-bar ranch. And it was that stuff. The Brothers of the 4x4 album was great. Troopers Hollow. Somebody knows, man, that he raised raises coonhounds, and his dog Trooper is the on the fucking track barking. Heck yeah.
Can a dog win a Grammy?
Man, if Jelly Roll can.
Okay. All right. Is that the Hard Rock Hallelujah? What was he singing? I forget.
I've never heard a Jelly Roll song ever.
I'm trying to keep up with Eurovision.
They put that Jelly Roll into that, and I've heard a couple of his songs, and the genre I would classify that is fucking drunk bar music.
Is that Hard Fought Hallelujah? It wasn't Lordy from Eurovision singing Hard Rock Hallelujah.
Everyone that successfully survived the Mars invasion loves Slim Whitman.
I think
Am I the only one who saw Mars Attacks?
Oh, Mars Attacks.
Was that on the government war / UFO website?
I was doing things like working and getting pussy back then. I missed it.
I mean, I was too. I just happened to watch Mars Attacks. It was funny. I don't know. I feel like you could do all of them back in the 90s. You could.
Well, you know what? I didn't have my pull-out game on point, so I had to work 2 jobs.
Right. That's fair. Yeah, no, I stopped watching like movies when I had kids. I only saw retarded kids movies for like 15 years.
Pull-out is a couch that turns into a bed sometimes. Or you might Netflix and chill.
It's an ejaculation comment. And pregnancy.
Okay. I'll write that down.
Write that down.
Natural Order Paul says both working and getting pussy were easier in the 90s. Only watching movies has gotten easier since.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
I don't know, man. I feel like, if you really wanted to, you can probably like DoorDash pussy at this point in 2026. So,
yeah, I was with my high school sweetheart, and in South Dakota there ain't shit to do, and so like it went from watching basically every movie, because you just went to the movie theater to basically make out and get away from all the other get away from the adults, and fucking. Then we went and watched Basic Instinct, and again, that pull-out game wasn't on point. And after that, I basically watched no movies for a lot of years.
Okay. Ben took one look at Sharon Stone's hairy beaver, and next thing you know, he was a father.
Yeah, gets all the ladies pregnant in the whole place, in the whole theater.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't even that great of a movie, but when you're only like fucking 16, when we were 16, you're only 16, and that's like, and this is back in the day when the only fucking like porn mag you saw was somebody's brother that stole it from their dad. Like, and that was just on a basic piece of paper. This was close to porn.
And you saw it on a large silver screen. I think Basic Instinct, I may have saw it on VHS, which isn't quite the same experience. I think I may need to upgrade to a 4K experience to see the full display.
At least you can pause it.
You gotta watch yourself with those though, because like right when Blu-ray came out, I had a Blu-ray and a fucking Blu-ray player. And the first movie, I was like, well, let's check this out. So I bought Dazed and Confused.
Oh.
And in that opening scene when they're playing Sweet Emotion and they're in a judge and it's rolling around the school parking lot and they're rolling up the joint, and you could see like the little fliggins on her tongue and her lip from where she licked it. But it was so clear and large that I could also tell it wasn't weed. I'm like, well, that just ruined that.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right.
So you got to watch it with that. Some things are better left a little blurry.
Some of the movie magic. Huh?
Yeah.
I think they only put that scene in because that movie sucked so bad that they're like, we got to put a beaver in this. Nobody's going to want to see it.
Beaver Dazed and Confused.
I remember the Bill Hicks bit about Basic Instinct, where he was like, I can't believe people protested that movie. If I was in charge of that, if I was writing that movie, the only person protesting it would be Michael Douglas, demanding to get his part back.
Oh yeah. Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, like I said, when you're 16, it didn't really take much to get the hormones going, and that was enough. That was enough.
No, watching scrambled porn channels on the cable box, where if you squinted and turned your head just right, you might be able to see a black and white boob for a second.
It's a Technicolor nipple.
Yeah, we didn't have that. We had
rad.
It wasn't until I was about 16 that we got some form of cable out where I lived, and they called it country cable, and it was literally just 8 channels.
I remember we were hanging out in my buddy's basement as we covered a couple of us shooting pool, and then one of my friends was trying to fuck around with the scrambler to watch a fucking, try and see some fucking titties.
You bet.
He was over there for like, I don't know, a solid 10 minutes. Like, oh, I think I got something. And it like went super clear for about 1/10 of a second, long enough for all of us to see that he'd been staring at a man's ass the entire time.
Oh man,
that's embarrassing.
So obviously he carried that with him for the rest of at least the rest of school.
Yes.
Yes. Phenomenal. Good
time.
That
ranks up there with getting a boner in the shower.
Oh.
Yeah. Not good. You're not living that down through the rest of high school.
No.
I never heard of that, but that would be terrible.
Yeah, and we even, when I moved to Denver, we got cable for like 3 months for free. And they didn't have a porno order channel like that then either. They just had, for that 3 months, we also got the movie channels. And they had like Shannon Tweed movies if you stayed up till like 2 o'clock on Friday nights and shit.
Women in prison movies. Yeah. Those were always
where like she has like extraordinarily long blonde hair that just makes a curtain, and she just has her head going up and down, and you're like, oh yeah, yeah.
Some USA Up All Night.
Yeah.
We didn't even care when the cable went away in Denver because they already had like 8 channels to begin with. So it was like cable at home. They had fucking Fox, which was wild back then compared to regular television.
Oh, yeah.
Rhonda Shear has returned. Sans Gilbert Gottfried, of course. Gottfried. Rhonda Shear of USA's Up All Night.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to talk a little bit about Ted Turner.
Oh, right. The old eugenicist stepped on a rainbow.
Is that
Ted Turner died finally?
What happened with him?
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 176 years old, Ted Turner.
Wow.
Out of the depths of hell.
He was pretty much half dying and losing it back in the fucking 90s when WCW was big.
Yeah.
I think he might have killed his own dad. to inherit the company when he first
the-
started out. His dad killed himself, and then Ted took it
Mhm.
over, and then it just blew up from there on out.
I heard that his funeral was held at 105.
Were
AM
the
or
Georgia
PM?
Guidestones keeping him alive? Was he powered by them?
Probably powered by a freaking cursed monkey paw that Larry Ellison gave him.
I'll be back. I gotta go put my birds up.
Okay. Well, I
Henry
thought
Kissinger gave this to me.
we'd have nice things to say about him for a eulogy or something.
He said, take one drink of this elixir every night before bedtime.
Yeah, and then marry what's her name? Jane Fonda.
Right.
Does he bring us Turner?
Let's
classic movies?
depopulate the world together, darling.
It's like I'm just gonna go shoot at these American
Look,
vehicles in Vietnam.
if
Sounds like a Michael Jackson impersonation.
if you yeah, that was a terrible Jane Fonda. If you were Ted Turner and you had to go hang out in downtown Atlanta every day,
Yeah.
you'd probably go home and be like, we need to rid the world of several million people.
Well, Atlanta's
Yeah.
doing a great job of ridding the world of unborn fetuses.
I thought you were going to say peaches.
Right.
Down on Peachtree.
People who speak
Street.
third grade English. Oops,
I was
sorry, go
down
ahead.
there, and every street was like Peachtree Street, Peachtree Lane,
Mhm.
Peachtree Avenue. And I was like, why are all the streets Peachtree? And the guy driving the taxi was like, well, we used to have a law on the books where if black people couldn't live on a street called Peachtree, so everybody was naming their streets Peachtree all over the place.
There's a town right outside of Atlanta, Georgia called Peachtree City.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder why Peachtree specifically.
Well, Georgia is the peach state.
Yeah. I
And,
guess so.
and so that's why there's like Bankhead and Buckhead in Atlanta, is because those were the black neighborhoods. And then post Reconstruction, you got to be pretty freaking bougie. And so like that's where all of like the, Atlanta black royalty lives, is out there. And then all of the poor black people live in like Little 5 Points and Candler Park.
I went to a big church when I was there just to check it out, just because I'd never been to a big gospel church, and it was amazing. The everybody was so dressed up, like they all had cars like Lincolns and Cadillacs
yeah.
that they only drove one day a week to go to church, and then they'd wear the women had all these dresses with gloves that went up past their elbows, and it was a thing. Like I was like, wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool piece of Americana.
I do appreciate the Americana. Were we gonna get into the parties known as the Freakniks? I think that was inspired by "La Freak" by Chic, a popular song and a dance from 1978. Was that Black Woodstock?
Something like that. Something like that. I'm not sure if Woodstock had that much baby oil. But
Okay.
yeah.
We'll look into that further. I wanted to thank Ted Turner for his work with the Cartoon Network,
Oh
especially.
yeah, Captain Planet.
Yes, on TBS.
Specifically, Captain Planet.
Hmm.
Wasn't it modeled after him? His face,
His physique,
his physique.
figure.
Ted Turner was cut like a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely
We all
was.
know that. Yeah. Yeah. And also blue.
In
He
the
was
balls
blue,
area.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was a eugenicist. He was big into that.
Oh, hardcore.
Okay.
Hardcore.
All right.
Yeah, it definitely would connect him to the Georgia Guidestone.
Okay.
Is
All
it-
right.
Do you remember when Mad TV did the Ted Turner's colorized classics?
I don't have a memory of that.
I've heard of
Where they were putting they were just putting black people in all of the classic movies. It was like Gone with the Wind, but Red and Scarlet
Okay.
were
Okay.
Ted
I
Turner's
like that.
colorized classics.
Oh, they colorized it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Not
funny.
like, was it a Jimmy Stewart picture?
I can't remember if they did A Wonderful Life. I can't.
Okay.
But it would track. It would.
Oh, I absolutely do not ever want to see It's a Wonderful Life ever. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. No, thank you.
Is that the same movie? It's not the same movie, is it?
Jimmy Stewart's the same in every movie he plays in.
Yeah. Like what's his name?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Yes. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
Also.
Cage. Okay.
Same guy. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Man, Frank Caliendo does the best Nicolas Cage impression. And I've heard him explain how he does it too. And it's like, I'm almost there, but I'm not. So good.
Yeah, that's something to work on.
Dude, just the amount of ridiculous crap you could have Nicolas Cage say. I mean, it's so fun to think about.
Nicolas Cage kept saying my name in the Left Behind movie. I really hope that Nicolas Cage lives long enough to make a remake of a Left Behind movie. That would be
He was
so
in
good.
Left Behind?
He was in a version of Left Behind. Yeah.
A version of Left Behind.
I think he played an airline pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, not the famous version that with Kirk Cameron.
Right.
This is after Kirk Cameron quit being the poster boy for Christianity.
Mhm.
It's Kevin Sorbo now.
Kevin Sorbo could remake Left Behind.
Well, he could have, but he just had his knee surgery, so
Well, let's pray for him.
and it got infected. Apparently, prayers were not good enough for that. He needed medicine.
Oh,
His left behind got infected. Can he still shoot it with maybe the right behind? And you could just reverse the camera and nobody be able to tell if it was a left or a right behind.
I think the thoughts
That's
to
true.
prayers ratio wasn't quite there, so we need to send more thoughts.
How could it not enough thoughts and prayers have been there for Hercules?
Uh-huh. Oh. That's a henotheistic idea. that
My
we're
mom
so
has that.
away
My
from.
mom is trying to wear that DVD set out.
Okay.
She loves her some Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo does Tybo.
I have no idea.
Has he collaborated with Billy Blanks?
I don't not that I recall.
We don't have
Billy-
Chuck Norris anymore. I think we still have a Billy Blank.
I don't even know what that is.
it's
but-
easier to not have a Chuck Norris because his total gem could still be there without Chuck. Where the Tybo with Billy Blanks, you kind of need Billy Blanks there to do the Tybo with. So,
That's true. That's true. With the total gem, you just need ridiculously short shorts and a tucked in tank top. And
It's
you're on your
actually
way to
gem.
fitness.
I'm the total gems worthy, not the total
Right.
gym.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Are Ted Gems worthy a fitness influencer in the making, perhaps?
I'm pretty fit. I fit in
Mental
my
mental
pants.
fitness. Okay. Elastic waistband.
No elastic.
Fit to be tied.
Pleated in the front.
I've got just overalls.
Oh yeah,
Shoulders and
yeah.
away. And shorts.
They should do like they should do like sweatpants overalls, or at least have, you know, the like suspender sweats. That would
That's
be
a great
right.
idea.
Put a
Actually.
Carhartt
Right.
pack on
Exit
there somewhere.
strategy. Marketing team, get on it. Find me a
Get on it.
freaking Chinese sweatshop. Let's get cranking.
A Chinese sweats shop.
Sweatshop,
Yeah.
right? Aha.
Okay, if we're talking exit strategy and liquidity, I have a video here called Chocolate or Silver.
Oh
Did
yeah.
we want to go into chocolate or silver?
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay. So, what is chocolate? What is silver?
Oh, this is great.
Do we have an intro to this?
No context.
No context. Here we go.
It's your lucky day today. You win a free 10-ounce silver bar. Pure
Boy, you
silver.
know how old this video is? Hold on. Do you know how old this video is?
Right. For 150 bucks.
$150 when silver just recently was at $100 an ounce, which would make that $1,000 bar. Not
Right.
$150.
It's got to be at least 6 months old.
Yeah.
Extra lucky, $150 free 10 ounce. Oh, is that Long John Silver?
It's your lucky day today. You win a free 10-ounce silver bar, pure silver bullion, or a free Hershey's king size chocolate bar. You'll take the chocolate bar. Who needs a 10-ounce bar of silver? Have a good day. It's your choice. A free 10-ounce bar of silver bullion or a free king size Hershey bar.
I think I'll take the Hershey bar.
Go ahead. It's your lucky day. Just fresh out of the refrigerator.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Who needs a 10-ounce bar of silver when you can have a good, delicious bar of chocolate, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You'd rather have the Hershey bar than the silver bar?
Yes, I would.
Oh, you would?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Hershey bar, you just eat the silver bar.
Yeah, that's right. Can't eat the silver. What are you going to do with a 10-ounce bar of silver, right? A free chilled Hershey bar straight out of the fridge or this bar of silver. It's 10 ounces.
What are you guys doing?
Which one do you want?
Well, I don't have any way to do anything with the silver.
Okay. So you'd prefer the Hershey
Yeah,
bar?
she lives in a town
Yes.
looking at the size of it that obviously has no pawn shops or silver and gold shops.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
Sound money. She cannot melt the silver bar on a graham cracker with a marshmallow and eat it.
Oh, you can, but you can't eat it. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Well, you can probably eat it, but
Ingesting
that's
silver.
good. Yeah.
So I think that we've learned that after the collapse, chilled chocolate is going to be worth more than silver.
More than silver
you're
and
right.
gold.
Yeah. How do we live in a post-apocalyptic world without chocolate?
Yeah, I agree with Puppy Jack here, and the worst chocolate on top of it. Hershey's
Right? It is terrible.
Yeah.
Brand name recognition. Are they in California here? It's Mark Dice.
Hershey is Pennsylvania, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, that could
Yeah, on
be.
the
That looks
streets.
more like Arizona or New Mexico, but it could be Southern California.
Okay.
Somewhere with palm trees, quite a few palm trees.
Palm trees
be-
and railroad
could be Florida.
crossings. Could be. A little bit more
Either
here.
way, I feel like that. I can't verify, but I just feel like there's a pawn shop somewhere around there.
That would know what
They're
to do
probably
with
right
a
in
10-ounce
front.
bar of silver. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very happy to exchange your 10-ounce bar of silver for a substantial amount of monies. At which point you could go and buy a whole fucking Costco box of chocolate bars. Janie!
Maybe they're standing in front of a pawn shop. I don't know. From this camera angle, I can see the streets and the railroad crossing. but if the
That
camera
would
were to
make
pan
this
over.
hit even funnier if people
Oh,
were
yeah.
like, I don't know what to do with 10 ounces of silver, standing fucking feet from a pawn shop and take a chocolate bar and walk off.
Right.
Let's see where they're at.
Just straight out of the fridge.
Doesn't seem real.
The Hershey bar doesn't seem real. I mean, we could go into this coin shop. We could verify the silver bar is real. It's real.
Always take chocolate.
Always take chocolate. Enjoy.
Even better, Ben. They're
you're
standing
a
in
winner
front of
today.
a fucking coin and jewelry shop. Even better that he one-upped your pawn shop.
Even
Yeah,
better.
they're going to actually give you probably at least spot price, where a pawn shop's going to try and screw you. This shop is probably going to give you at least spot.
Always take the chocolate, I guess.
Always take chocolate. Enjoy. You're a winner today. We're offering a free Hershey bar right out of the fridge, or a free silver bar. It's 10 ounces. It's a little tarnished. Which one do you want?
I don't know. Chocolate bar.
Go ahead.
Well,
So this video was from approximately 2008.
okay.
It could have
Wow.
been in 2015. Silver did drop down to 1550, but other than that, it's since 2008. It's been higher than that.
I bet you it'd be the same result today.
It floated at 30 for a very long time. When I was messing around with silver, it floated in the 30 range for a long time and then just jumped.
Yeah.
Half a cow.
Speaking of jumping, I got about 15 minutes.
We could go into the fishing clip. There's a clip of shrimp versus gummy worms bait challenge.
Oh, this is phenomenal. I can't believe I haven't tried this.
Really?
But dude.
So they're fishing. They're in a boat, it appears. Let's see what we got here.
I'm gonna.
You got volume for that?
These are the
okay.
Is it coming through?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Trolley Sour Bright Squad gummy worms. One man's fishing with them. Is the woman fishing with shrimp, putting shrimp on the hook?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Let's see how they do.
squad. They do say trolley, like maybe they're for trolling. But look at this. I'm gonna try one and show you just how fired up these fish are. Go ahead.
One for me.
I'm gonna hook it in the end right there like that.
I just hooked it in the middle, but
Yeah.
the end's probably better.
Let's
huh?
see.
It's like a lure.
Here, grab that for me.
I'll hold it while you fish.
I'm gonna eat one while it.
Yeah, one for you, one for the fish.
There's no power.
I know. That's why I'm so, like I'm shocked the fish eat them because there's
Here
no
we go.
power.
Gummy worm, weak fish. Here we go. Drop it. I'm gonna take it all the way to the bottom. They're already on it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Immediately hooked up on
Wow.
the gummy worm. Well, this is a good one, babe.
Ooh, that
We're
is a
actually
good
catching
one.
Bigger fish on the gummy worm
That's crazy.
than we are on the shrimp. And look, the gummy worm is still on there for all you naysayers. How about that, y'all?
It's
Right. Shrimp flavored gummy.
Just a
We got
$3 bag of
$3 bag.
sour.
That's a keeper.
whatever.
Like
That's
the
a good
bigger
one.
fish. We open up that.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right.
It's a keeper.
That is a good one, babe.
Same gummy. Let me see here.
Now I do think it starts to deteriorate in the water.
Yeah, they like it though. You don't even have to move it. They hit it right away. This is crazy. Gummy worm fishing, y'all. This is a good one.
We do this with marshmallows.
That's crazy.
We are catching
Everybody loves sugar.
and better trout on the sour gummies than we were on live shrimp, y'all.
Wow.
That's actually a sand trout, yellowmouth trout. Look how fat she is.
Yeah.
The bigger fish are coming right there. See that bait? On the sour gummy worm.
That's crazy.
I like this blue and green color. It seems to be working. That's the second fish I caught on the same one. So, maybe sour gummies will reach out to me for a sponsorship.
Trolley.
Trolley.
Ooh, yeah, this thing's like on fire hot. The GoPro just shut off.
We overheated the GoPro.
It is like, it's too hot to even hold in my hand.
Dang. All right, watch this. I'm gonna drop another one.
All right. There we go. That's better. So now I'm recording on my phone, which still works. Look how
So,
flat it is today.
Basically, the sour gummy is out fishing live shrimp here. Drop her down to the bottom.
So is this a saltwater?
I'm on the bottom.
Is this ocean fishing?
No, it's trout.
Crazy.
We're in a lake.
One too.
Look at that.
Not as good as the last
Still
one,
on
but
there. You can't say nothing. That was real time. How crazy is that, y'all?
Freshwater trout.
Yeah, I did. All right, so I just caught this Mondo on my gummy.
Look how big this one is. I never would have believed this in a million years. The sour gummies. This is the 4th fish I've caught on that same gummy.
Hell yeah.
Live shrimp.
Okay, that's a good uncle tip.
That is crazy, y'all.
They definitely the bigger. It seems like the bigger fish like the gummy.
Sand trouts, big fat sand
So stock up on chocolate bars
we wore
and
them out
gummy
here.
worms.
We have enough for dinner, but I want you guys to see here. We've got a live well full, and I'm not kidding. Those bigger fish came on the gummy worms, not on the shrimp. Just crazy. You know? Now, granted, we are in a target-rich environment. These fish are visual. They see that thing bouncing down around there. It boggles the mind. Crazy to think that the gummy worms would outfish the shrimp.
I honestly don't even find it that crazy. Like when I was in prison in the springtime, you would get like little birds and gophers. Gophers was the big one. And right when they were little, you could convince them to come up and hang out with you. You give them little pieces of bread or whatever. And so you take and sneak some bread back from Chow and give them little piece of bread or bun or whatever. Well, then some fucker would end up giving them like cookies or like some of their treats off of like Pop-Tarts off of the fucking commissary or whatever. It didn't take long, and all of a sudden them fucking gophers would just be fat as shit, and they wouldn't come for no bread. They're like, nah, we need a Pop-Tart at least, maybe a honey bun. Like, we ain't coming for no bread.
Gophers start calling everyone folk. Got on my honey bun, folk.
Yeah. And it was hilarious because then the prison couldn't figure out, because the prison would put out these little poison peanuts. And the gophers were supposed to eat these poison peanut things. But the gophers, they were like, that ain't a honey bun. So they wouldn't eat that shit.
Don't eat the peanuts.
Did chat have any show titles for us? They remember anything?
What's up, Lucy?
Highlights from the stream so far as possible show titles, stream titles.
Unscramble the behind.
Unscrambled.
Well, as per usual, we will do an after show. We try and give as much to our members as we can possible. We appreciate all you guys. And we will try and do at least one day a week, and working on getting more stuff put up there. Got a full week at Sarah Tomatoes. I think we got a debate Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
There's something else.
So full week there.
Groovy. Heck yeah. Let's see. Well,
what was
I don't know. How about
laptop?
How
Canis
about
laptop?
How about prison gopher diabetes?
Yeah. Those by the end of the summer, when they were eating nothing but honey buns and fucking cookies.
I meant
and
for a
shit.
show title.
Oh yeah.
Prison gopher diabetes.
They definitely had that.
Prison gopher diabetes. I like it. I better put that in there.
So on the board.
Leaving Spider's channel.
It's a good one.
Or
edit.
Yeah, gophers are the ones that, well, stripies and flicker tails go above ground, and they just have a hole going into the ground. And when I was a kid, you get 25 cents for a stripy tail or a flicker tail. But pocket gophers, they're the ones that don't ever come above ground. And they just make the little mounds, and the moles are like that also. They don't come above ground, really. They must at sometimes at night a little bit, because my cats will get them occasionally. Make the little mole carcass laying there. Like,
I thought you'd have to bring in the back legs and the tail.
For the pocket gophers, you had to bring in the claws, because they had like these crazy front claws.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for the flicker tails and the stripies, you just brought in their tail and you got a quarter.
Yeah, someone told me I could bring it in and cash it in, but I kept a gopher in a Ziploc bag in my backpack for so long I didn't know who I was supposed to give it to.
The county.
Well, I brought it to school and
Nobody
no one
wanted
from
it.
the county was at the school.
Yeah.
Dumb
So I think I kept that too long, and I don't know if it paid off. I should have just been collecting silver instead of
Or at
Gopher
least Hershey
Plus.
bars.
Yeah,
Chocolate.
Hershey bars.
Yeah.
No, it did kind of melt in the bag though, so I didn't take it out of the bag. Kept it sealed. I didn't want to.
I'll send you a quarter if you send it to me.
Didn't want to sniff a melted pocket gopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been moles if they were under the ground like that. They're kind of cute little buggers.
Voles.
They're cute. Moles, voles.
Lots of diggers.
My mom in Colorado had shit tons of voles at her house, and I had a Siberian Husky at the time. And that dog hated voles so bad he could feel him walking underground. And all of a sudden, you'd see him twitch his head to the side, and he'd stare at the ground like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he'd dig real quick, and freaking he'd grab that thing up and flick it up in the air, and then catch it. And then that was the end of that.
It's a victory dance there.
Yeah. That Husky hated voles. Hated them.
They hate anything little that varmints around. I have
Yeah.
a husky too.
When I think being underground like that, he thought it was being tricky. It's like, you tricky fucker. Yeah, my ex-wife liked Huskies a lot, so we always had Huskies back then.
Those dogs are psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, complete pains in the ass.
Oh, they're so cute though.
Yeah, they are. I just about got into breeding Klee Kais, but Huskies are so obnoxious.
What's a Klee Kai?
They're like a miniature Husky.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's a thing? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big. They're
Sound that a
big.
Vietnamese martial artist makes, Ted Chemsworthy.
Yeah, if you add the attitude of a husky and the size and of a little dog, that's just out of control, man. Like that should be stopped.
Yeah, these things are absolutely gorgeous. They're like little toy Huskies.
Pretty cute. I guess at least it's not a pug.
No, they literally just look like tiny, tiny little Huskies. There.
There's a dog recognized in the streets of Mexico, given an actual name now. A Caramello.
Look at this tiny little thing.
Tiny
Under
little dog.
13 inches. Like that's a 1 foot freaking tall dog, and it's fully grown.
It's like a Chihuahua.
Yeah, it's like a Chihuahua, only it's a Husky. It's an actual normal looking Husky.
Is it a Mexican breed dog?
Holy shit.
No, it's Alaskan.
Okay.
What are they called?
Alaskan Klee Kais.
Alaskan Klee Kai. Oh, there you go. It's not the.
Yeah, when I was with my ex-wife, we thought about breeding those. They are, but yeah, having a bunch of Huskies run around. Oof.
I saved this from Cinco de Mayo. Bring it over to this week. This is the Caramello, the Perro Caramello, the yellow honey dog. Is one of Mexico's representative breeds alongside. I can't say that. It sounds like a Lovecraftian alien name. Is that Xolo Quintley? I can say Chihuahua and Calopa. Calopu? This other word, Xolo. Is that a Cholo?
No.
Cholo dogs in
Candace see it?
Mexico.
It's okay.
No.
What's great though about the Caramello is that it's like basically street dog.
Yeah.
The street dog is an official Mexican breed. Yeah.
So the state of Mexico's environmental agency, PROPAM, PROPAEM, has recognized the Perro Caramello, and we need Candace Owens to recognize the dog names in one of her streams.
Right,
so she can pronounce them in her own way.
We know you're watching, Candace.
That's all I've got this Tuesday. This, Uncle Ted Talks. Thank you for coming to my Uncle Ted Talks, or our Uncle Ted Talks.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. We will see you next Tuesday, boys and girls.
Love you guys. See you on the
Take
after
care.
show.